Welcome to the Gunches Podcast. I'm your host, Reese, with my co-host, Pumpkin Spice.
Hey, yo, no lie, that is a good scent. Pumpkin spice smell pretty good.
Yeah, it's also basic, like you. So it's cool.
I don't care. I smell nice.
I don't care. White girls are attracted to me.
All women are attracted to me.
Oh, my God. Here we go. Already. All right, here we go. Well, I don't know if that's true.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm not everybody's flavor or cup of tea. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, some girls just don't like black dudes.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Which, I mean, you're missing out on so much. I feel sorry for you and your future generations. Maybe your daughter will like black dudes.
Oh, man, poor dad. He'll be like, I've liked the whites. My mother and my daddy before me have liked the whites. Why my little princess gotta like the darky? Bro. No, nigga, no.
Bro, I honestly don't. Here's the thing, right? Honestly, this is how we're starting off the podcast, I guess. If I have a daughter.
Okay.
If I have a daughter, I would actually want her to get with a black dude. I would want her to get with a black dude.
I mean, to me, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. If she,
fuck her. If the dude is good.
Yo, fuck her. Nigga, that's what he's trying to do.
I know, that's what I'm getting to. If the dude genuinely comes off with a good character, and I don't always want to judge based off of background.
Right.
But that's also a good advantage if he comes from a good background.
Right.
And he just, you know how there's just certain things that's just in a gentleman that can't change?
No.
Like respect.
Oh, no.
Where it's like, I'll still respect my elders because that's just how I was raised.
Man, fuck elders, nigga.
No, I mean...
I can't, nigga, I got a real rough history with elders in my life.
I know, but at the same time, I still think that you just give everybody respect until they disrespect you.
Exactly.
And that's what I mean, though.
Okay, I got you.
Even though you have that character, this don't try to play me character because I'll play you back. Yeah. But you're just still very respectful. I
am.
It's like, as long as you don't rub me the wrong way, we're gonna have a good time. Yeah. I'll still be respectful. I'm gonna treat you with respect because you're still a human being.
Yeah, I respect you on the level of being human. I don't respect you because of whatever.
Exactly.
I agree with that.
And that's what I mean is, regardless of where your background might be, as long as you have a good character, you show respect. Because I'm not gonna immediately disrespect the individual.
Right.
Unless something just, you know how there's some people you haven't even said hi to them yet, and you're like, nah. Like, don't even come in my inner circle, bro. Don't even touch the 10 feet of space. Like, stay away.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, I get that 100%. But just for me, like I said, if she ends up loving somebody else, right? I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna hold it against the dude. I promise you, I won't. Yeah. That's just whatever. But I would prefer it just because I feel like in the cultural aspect, right? It's easier for the families to assimilate together. If you understand what I'm saying, right? Yes. If I am the father, right? Then that's my household.
Yes.
Right? Even though it'll be a melding of cultures between me and my wife or whatever, right? Primarily, I will raise my daughter to be black.
Yeah.
Because that's how the world would see her, and I have to prepare her for such realities.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
So I feel like it would be easier for her to get along with someone who is culturally similar.
Yeah.
Than it would be for her to have to assimilate, or somebody else would have to assimilate to her, which probably she would have to assimilate to, just because that's usually how it goes in the general speaking. And I would prefer her transition be easier than harder, right? Like if she got with an Asian dude, I would love the Asian dude if he's a real dude.
There's just certain things he'll never be able to understand because she's black.
Exactly.
I get you.
Exactly sure. That, right? Which is funny because actually if she got with an Asian dude, I would actually have a lot more hope because actually, like statistically, the combination of couples that stay together the longest is an Asian dude and a black woman.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they have a very high percentage of not getting a divorce.
That's great.
Yeah. So.
In my family as well, honestly, the relationships that have lasted aside from my parents have been my great uncle, his wife is Asian, and my uncle, his wife is Asian.
Yeah. Yeah. We're getting a lot of Blasians in this world. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, I'm actually with that. So,
but I agree with you because even though my dad's white, well, he's Greek, he's European, he doesn't like his brain can't fully understand the concept of racism.
Right.
Because that's just not what they were taught. They were taught not to like the Turkish in his country because they came and enslaved their people.
Yeah.
But everyone else, how he was raised, even when he came to his country, he wasn't afraid if he saw a group of black people. He said he was afraid because he just saw a group of people.
Right.
He didn't see them as a black people.
Right.
He just saw them as people.
Right.
That's why he married my mom. He just saw her as a beautiful person, not a beautiful black woman. But there's things he can't understand. Like when my mom and I have conversations about police brutality or racism, his responses always shock us. Because we're like, this is definitely not the response of a white person who feels any type of way towards black people.
Right.
He's coming innocently because he can't understand.
Right.
Even though his children are black, even though his wife is black.
Right.
It's like, but I watch his innocence and I just sometimes have to tell him, Dad, you just can't understand.
Right.
It's like you just don't see it, which is a great thing because you don't have this filter on that looks at people as different just because they have a different skin complexion. That's great. But in these conversations that we have, you kind of just have to trust us because there's certain things you can't understand yet. Just like I'll never understand if a Turkish person looks at me some type of way or if I'm over there in that region of the world. I can't understand it to that level.
Right.
Like I didn't grow up that way.
Right. I agree. Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you 100%.
I ain't got nothing to say about that though. You know what I'm saying? We for like the first like 8 episodes of this podcast, we talked nothing but like police brutality.
Oh yeah, we don't have to get into that. But I agree with you 100%.
It'll come over again. I just want to give it a little bit more space.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I want to give it a little bit more space because it's such a heavy topic. And I don't even, bro. We 7 minutes in, we already talked.
No, I was just agreeing with like.
No, I know.
If my daughter did come out, like let's say if I married a black woman or someone from the islands, and my daughter comes out my complexion or darker, then I would prefer if she dated a black guy. Yeah. I'd be like, yeah, you'll be able to have a support system. Yeah. It's like not only will he understand, but his family too. Exactly. It's you can feel like it's truly one big family. Yeah. You don't have to feel like there's any cultural differences or cultural biases.
Yeah. I was mad lucky that my girlfriend's family was like super cool. You know what I'm saying? But I'm lucky. Yeah. You know, like a lot of people aren't. Like I'm like super lucky. I love my girl's mom. I love my girl's sisters. I love my girl's dad. Like honestly, her dad is her dad is A1. I love that dude.
That's awesome.
He's super super dope. But so I got like super lucky, But that's the thing, I got lucky. You know? Yeah. You know, like it could have been some other Hispanic family. And I wouldn't have gotten as lucky. Her dad would have looked at me sideways. Her grandma would have hated me. You know, her sisters would have, looked at me crooked. You know, it could have been so like she could have had brothers. You know what I'm saying? Thank God she didn't have no brothers, bro. Oh my God. You know, it was funny. Actually, it was a bad funny story. I tell this story all the time. When I first was getting with my girl, right, and we were in the talking stage or whatever, and we finally like made it official. I was expecting someone to like come up to me and like kind of threaten me a little. I was expecting it wholeheartedly.
You never told me this.
Wholeheartedly. I was expecting it wholeheartedly. I was looking around for it. I thought maybe her dad would do it. Her dad would do it. Maybe her uncle, maybe her cousins. But the thing was, I was cool with her cousins before I started dating her.
Exactly.
Right? So her cousin, I told her cousin, he was like, yeah, man, I know you're a good dude, so it's all good. I was like, okay. Right? I was, especially he was one of the more aggressive ones. But he was like, yeah. He's like, I know you're a cool dude, so you're all good. I was, what? Okay. Right? I go talk to her father. And he's like, well, I trust my daughter, and I know she can pick good people to be in her life. And, you look like you come from a good family, so I'm okay with it. Like, okay. Right? Move on. Like, her mom fantastically loves me, right? Her sisters had nothing, right? No one came up to me and threatened my life. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this was the one time I was actually disappointed. No one threatened my life, bro. I was looking so forward. Bro, you know how it is. Like, you think about it, you're like, someone's gonna be like, you better not hurt if you hurt my daughter, I'm gonna break you. Something like that. Because I would do that.
Yeah, yeah.
100% I would do that. So the fact that no one did, I was actually disappointed. I was like, guys, come on. No, it's my turn. It's my turn to be. Come on! I was literally. I steeled up my mind for it. I was every single time I walked in their house, I was in like fighting mode, waiting for someone to say something. They're like, "Hey, Reese, how you doing?" I was taken aback. I couldn't believe it.
That's funny, bro.
I was like, "How dare you love me?"
You know, it's also like that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I know. I'm like I said, I'm super blessed, but I was so bad, dog. I was so mad.
No, you know what's awesome about that? That was actually a topic I did want to eventually talk about on here, which is funny.
What?
How like picking friends isn't just good for you; it really is a relief for your parents, your siblings,
like
or
your
even
family.
your inner circle.
Yeah,
because they're like, yes, I don't have to worry about this person.
Yeah,
I don't have to have something else on my mind to worry about. Because friends do worry about each other, especially who their friends' choice of friends are.
Yeah.
They do. They're like, damn, that one's not a really good influence. They can get them in trouble.
Yes, 100%. I agree with all of this. All these things you were saying? Yes.
And good friends are such a relief to parents.
Yeah.
Like, that's why my mom doesn't care when I leave. That's why, for the longest, she stopped caring. She was like, I trust who you hang around. She was like, I like the people you hang around. I like your friends. Yeah, she's like, they're good people.
Yeah, I knew I was in when your sister said she liked me. When your sister
don't like
nobody. When your sister said she liked me, I was like, yes, I did it. Yes, I did it.
Yeah, my sister considers you family at this point.
Yeah, because I remember, bro. I'm gonna tell the story.
The first time you met my sister.
I'm gonna tell the story, bro. It was so crazy. I think how old was I? Had to have been 17. I think I was 17.
Yeah.
I think it was 17. Yeah, I was 17.
And I was 15.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You were 17. And your little brother had he had taekwondo. He had taekwondo, and no one could take him, right? And your sisters were home. I don't think she had a car at that point, I believe.
Yeah, no.
Right. So she couldn't take you. So you called me like, yo, dog, can you take me and to I can't believe that. Whatever. Can you take me and my little brother to taekwondo? I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. It's cool. Right? I know where it is. Cool. It's right next to whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't that far.
It wasn't super far.
Thank you for that, by the way.
Bro, nigga, I was 7. Nigga, how long ago is that? I'm almost 23, nigga. That was so long ago. Nigga, that's 6 years.
I like to be polite.
Nigga, that's 6 years. You don't have to.
I might be a nigga, but I'm still polite.
Yo, polite nigga.
I'm a polite nigga.
Got you.
I disrespect you respectfully, you know what I mean?
I don't understand what that means, but all right. Anyway, oh yeah, sure. So I show up, and I ring the doorbell, or I text you I'm here, and you're like, yeah, just ring the doorbell. I was like, all right, cool. So I walk up to the door. I ring the doorbell. Your sister opened the door. She's like, who are you? I was like, I'm Junior's friend. And she was like, Junior's friend. I was like, yeah, I'm driving Junior and your little brother to taekwondo. She go, let me see your driver's license. I take out my driver's license, bro. I did not even. I was like, listen. I was like, she want to see my driver's license. I'll take out my driver's license. I just take out my driver's license. I give it to her. She look at it. She go, nah. She give it back to me. I was like, cool. And then we leave. that was my first interaction with your sister. And after that, we were just. I was like, yeah, what's up? She's like, what's up? That was. Yeah, it was cool. I didn't even hesitate. I was like, all right.
You know what's funny? My one boy, because he don't really talk that much to other people. she was telling me, and my mom, she was like, I don't really like him. I'm like, why? He don't talk. My mom was like, yeah, I like him. He don't really say much. And she was like, yeah, that's the problem. Why he don't talk much? He ain't got nothing to say. I was like, God damn, yo.
He ain't got no opinions on nothing.
I was like, damn, you mad at a nigga for not talking? What's wrong with you?
I remember that. Yeah.
That made me laugh.
Yeah. Shout out to Sosa.
Shout out to Sosa.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, your good choice of friends really is a relief to everybody else. Like, not even just yourself.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm grateful for. I've been pretty decent. But I never picked, like, people who have gone in trouble. friends I had just attracted it, but they never started it. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I mean. They just attracted it for some reason.
I would say you dropped them before they started it. Usually.
Well,
I'm thinking
antelope,
of one.
Antelope, yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking of one in particular.
For sure.
Yeah,
antelope.
I feel like you like right before, like right after you dropped him. That's when he started.
I realized where that one was going.
Oh yeah.
I realized the direction. I'm like, I've seen it too much. I grew up around people who are in that, and I told him for years. I'm like, dude, that's not a life. You weren't even born into that. Stay out of that.
Yeah,
that's not something you want.
And he drove directly into that lane.
He drove into it, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be here to watch another one.
Yeah,
I'm like, I don't have to see that twice or 3 times or 4 times, however many times. I'm like, I don't need.
Probably a couple dozen.
I don't need to see it
at this point.
Like, you want to do that to your life? Go ahead. I'll be at the sidelines.
I won't. Nigga, I'm not even at the game, nigga. What are you talking about?
No, what I mean is when I'll be at the sidelines, like, I'm still, even if, I just like to love people from a distance.
You do.
Regardless of what they've ever done to me.
That is one of your very good qualities. I will agree with that.
Yeah.
You will, even if things fall out with somebody, you'll actually check up on them.
Yeah. Which I feel like everybody...
Which I find absolutely wild. Absolutely wild.
Everybody needs help.
Everyone does, but I'm not obligated to give it.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
no one's obligated. I don't feel obligated.
Nah, I agree. I agree and disagree.
I think the only people we're obligated to is our children. That's it. I don't think anyone else are you obligated to help.
If
everyone else is your
claim
choice.
To be a Christian, I think you are.
That's a different standard.
Correct.
That's a different standard.
Correct.
Because
but if we're going to worldly standard, then yes, I agree with you. Then no one's obligated.
Exactly, because if you do go the Christian route,
mm-hmm.
the true believer actually going word by the word, I don't know if there would be rich people, bro. Like rich Christians. Like you'd have to start off not a Christian to be rich. Because to truly, truly, truly live that life, I don't see being rich a possibility.
I do, if you wield it.
No, even getting there, I don't see a possibility.
I think you can.
You know how many homeless people, orphans or widows or the needy. You know how many of your friends are in need.
No, I know, but I think you can, because here's the thing, right? With such responsibility, I think comes certain wisdom, and you can't listen if you don't know to help someone. You can't help someone, right? But if someone's in your someone crosses your path and need help, and you are able to help them, then you should, right? Or you can build organizations that helps certain people, right?
Agreed.
I think it is possible. I think it is possible. But the responsibility that it holds makes it harder to go down that path, I believe.
It is a very difficult one.
I think the responsibility is hard to go down that path because you have to be on top of your game. But I think it is possible.
The reason why I say that is because money doesn't change you. Money just shows you
Reveals.
who you really are. That's it. It just enhances you. That's it. Period. If you were a little selfish or a little stingy, you're just going to be fully stingy and fully selfish.
Right.
That's it. That's all money does to you.
Right.
And that's why I don't see it possible because if you are a non-selfish Christian, by the time you get that money, you're probably not going to care about it. You'll just only leave enough for yourself to be content.
I agree, but I agree with that. But to a certain extent, I think you would leave enough for generations.
Yes.
I think that because I know he's not Christian technically, but I'm gonna bring up King David, King Solomon. You know what I'm saying? Especially Solomon. Yeah. I think he had wisdom where he was able to help people. He would use that wisdom to build his wealth. Like the wealth that King David left him, he like 10x that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I think it's more. I think you need more wisdom and more grace.
But being a king is completely different though, because you can't be emotional. You can't be like, oh, I have to help every single one. You have to look at the greater cause.
But I think that can apply. I think that can still apply. If you build something and you build your wealth and you build it so you can help people or whatever, I think that applies. Where you're like, you have to look at the greater picture, the bigger cause, and you can build such organizations where you can help the homeless or whatever, and you can build hospitals or whatever, or homes. And
But those are all long-term goals. What do you do in the short term?
every day. That's what I feel like what tithing is, right?
Yes.
Is when you bring something, immediately it goes to God, because to show that is like a indicator of what you treasure, right? Do you treasure money more or do you treasure God more?
Because that's another thing that we should talk about is tithing, because it's been so jacked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, pastors have done a
Very bad job of explaining it.
very bad job of explaining it or displaying and begging.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
That's why people don't like Christians, is that tithing part. Because nobody ever really explains that tithing part. They could simply just explain it with the first sons, Cain and Abel. Why wasn't Cain's sacrifice acceptable? And why was Abel's? It says Abel brought from the youngest. He brought as much from the first, most fresh. He showed, from whatever I got, I'm going to give you the very first that I got.
Yeah.
That's
the
all
very first, the
tithing
very
is.
best.
That's all tithing is.
Yeah,
You're just giving the first back to God because he gave it to you.
Yeah.
It's just out of respect.
I mean, yeah, because you
could do it to a church. You could do it towards an organization, even if you're not Christian. If you don't want to support a church, tithing isn't exclusive to church. It's just the word is exclusively used in church. That's the problem. Tithing is for anything, as long as you're giving the glory back to God.
Yeah.
I'm even going to say something pretty left field. I do and don't support Planned Parenthood, like the clinics. I support it in the sense of people can go there and get free birth control pills. They can get free condoms. Even though I don't support fully, sex before marriage, if you're going to do it, don't bring a kid into this world that you're not ready to raise and you can screw up their entire life.
Right.
You can still go get this stuff for free.
Right.
They were providing this, and if you needed any checkups to see if you had any sexually transmitted diseases, you can get that for free.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of good things that we have access to.
Yeah.
We just don't utilize it.
Correct. No, I agree with that, but I think it's kind of going back to your point where it's giving the first back to God because he gave it to you. Yeah. I feel like if a rich Christian, if he gets to that point while realizing that everything is essentially rented, right? Like the money's on loan to him, that everything is on loan to him, like all the things that he has, right? Because here's the one thing. I think you can be a rich Christian. I truly do. But if you're living extravagantly, then I think that's where it goes wrong. But if you're a rich Christian and you live in like a modest home, right, and you live in there with your kids and your wife, and you don't buy nothing super expensive, and you make sure you live within even below your means, then while also helping out, or doing whatever God, you feel God's calling on your heart, because I don't expect a rich person to try to fix every single problem. I don't expect
possible.
I don't expect anyone to do that, right?
Problems are always going to exist.
But if they focus on one thing, like I don't know,
like mastering that problem,
like homelessness, I guess, right?
Okay.
So if they focus only on homelessness, and they spend their time trying to and they put the money towards that, because that's just a reality of this world, is that money is a necessary thing to get things moving. Unfortunately,
for sure, it's a necessary tool.
Right, it's a necessary thing. So if someone who has that passion, who also has that capital, is able to push that,
I'll agree with you in that aspect then, because
but like I said, there are a lot of factors that need to be hit. However, I think it is possible. I just don't think. I think it comes with modesty.
But even with the modesty, right? That's still a very, very, very low percentage of wealthy Christians, because even with even with the wealthy Christian that followed all of the law, well, not Christian, the wealthy believer, where Jesus spoke with, the rich man.
Yeah, the rich young ruler.
And he says, Lord, what do I have to do to get into the kingdom of heaven? And he gives him all of the commandments. He says, all of these I've kept.
Right, since I was young. Yeah.
Since I was young. He kept all of them. He was doing everything right.
Right.
As far as the world would consider him, he was probably the perfect guy. Not only was he wealthy, let's say he was handsome, and he was following all the laws, he was doing everything perfectly well.
Right.
So he felt great. And then Jesus said, you just have one thing to do next. He said, what's that? He said, sell all your possessions and follow me. And then it says, he walked away sadly. He walked away grieved because he had many things. And then Jesus turns around, because it explains it better in Luke. It says that he turns around to his disciples, and then he tells them, surely I tell you, it is easier for a camel to go through an eye of a needle than for the rich man to enter into the kingdom of God.
Yeah.
It's because he realized in that moment, I got too much I don't want to let go of.
Yeah, but do you feel like that is because of the things he has or because of his connection to said things? And that's kind of what I'm talking about.
I think it was more of his connection. And not, yeah, for sure. It wasn't the things, because had he just sold everything and probably kept the money and like endorsed wherever they were going, let's just say, I don't think there would have been an issue, because his heart wasn't, I don't want to lose these things. His heart could have been like, I could always get this stuff back.
Exactly. Right. But that's kind of exactly my point. And I know I'll go back to the Old Testament, but God is the same.
He's the same.
Right. Job. That man was rich. You know what I'm saying? He was rich. Very, very, very rich.
Very rich.
And then he went through a trial where he lost everything.
And then got everything back.
And then got everything, not just back, but
Doubled.
he got it twice over.
So he was the richest before.
He was rich before, and then he got everything back twice over.
I'm rich, bitch.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's to me is like, I feel like, I don't know, I have no idea, but I feel like if the rich young ruler had truly like given up his things at some point later in life, he could have been some type of catalyst in terms of capital wise of propelling Christianity in a way that would have been profound.
Well, do you know the story of Zacchaeus?
Isn't Zacchaeus the short dude who climbed the tree?
Who climbed the tree because he couldn't see Jesus.
Yeah.
So when... Oh boy, I'm actually forgetting. I think it was
bro, because you said Zacchaeus, all I remember is that it was a short dude who climbed the tree. That's all I remember. I think
it was either the Pharisees or the disciples. It was one of the two who was ridiculing him. And then when Jesus calls down Zacchaeus, because Zacchaeus had the faith, he was like, I just want to see Jesus. So when he comes down and Jesus is talking to him, Zacchaeus essentially endorses them with the money that he has, because they were calling him stingy from before. I think it was the people there or the Pharisees. It was one of the two, because they were talking crap about him. Right. Talking about how he has all this money, he doesn't do anything, he doesn't help people. Right. Yet the first thing he does when he speaks to Jesus is just endorses him.
I mean, like I said, right?
Because he wasn't thinking about my money. He's just thinking about, what can I do?
And that's kind of my point. Like that's kind of my point, is endorsing something but not expecting anything in return. Like you said, if you know how to make money, you can make money no matter what. But that doesn't negate your ability to help, right? It doesn't
exactly.
And if you're able to help and you're spending money this way, but you know how to make more money back, right? If you have like a business that's doing really well, but then you're using that, it's kind of like how people with 9-to-5s, they supplement their hobbies. It's like the hobby. You like, for most people, when they put money into the hobby, they're not expecting any money back out of it.
Like this. We would like it to.
I would very much so like it.
we would like it to, but we started this
just for
this
fun.
Is what we wanted to do.
Exactly.
Like, we talked about this for years, saying we should just record what the heck we say. We're pretty funny.
Yeah, exactly. So that's exact kind of my point. Is like, people put money into the hobbies not expecting anything in return except just the enjoyment of doing.
Yeah, like archery, bro.
Right, archery, or some people they paint model planes, or they, or they do puzzles or whatever, right? But they just
photography.
They do it just to they do it for the love of doing it.
Yeah.
Right? And I feel like it's the same thing. It can be the same thing for someone who's rich. Oh, excuse me. Someone who's rich because...
Well, then you could have the same exact argument with every human being if they just did what they
loved.
loved.
I do have the same argument for every human being. But I do. That's
then that's it. Then.
I 100% do. I don't... Just because you're rich don't make you put you on a pedestal of anything else except financially.
Yeah.
Right? It just puts you in a different bracket financially. But you can... Like, especially if your hobby is something good, right? If someone rich did like a Big Brother program...
Exactly. Like, here's the thing, right?
And not only did the Big Brother program, but also helped fund it.
Yes.
And not expecting anything in return.
Do
it anonymously. Give the money anonymously.
Even if you're expecting money in return as like a business expense or a business proposition, right?
That's using the system. I can't be mad at that.
Right. It's when the Bible says the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil, not all evil. It's the love of money, not making money. Yeah. Make your money. Go make your money.
Exactly.
Do it, one, ethically, where you're not tainting your soul.
Yeah.
Because for everybody, it's different. If you were raised where you know that is to be a reality, you don't think you're tainting yourself. You don't know better.
Yeah.
But if you know how you're gonna make a lot of money is not ethical, just don't do it.
Yeah.
Just don't do that to yourself.
Exactly.
You don't need to live with that kind of mental guilt anyway.
Especially
it's frustrating.
Especially if you're the type of person where a guy was like, "Oh, give $1 million over here," and you can do it, and it might hurt a little bit. You might be like, "Ah, that hurts," but you still do it. Then like, God is using you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you're not doing a bad thing by having the capability of giving $1 million.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing.
Right. As it's the bad thing is where you go, no, that's a lot of money. I can't get rid of
that. That's the devil. Only devil would tell me to give away my money.
Oh.
The devil has
the
never
devil will never tell you. The devil like, man, fuck them kids.
Yeah, the devil will never tell you to give away your money.
You watch that little African commercial, they'll be like, dusty ass kids.
That's how I feel sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
No lie, I have a problem with this country helping other countries and sending our troops to other countries. I'm like, bro, we got a lot of stuff going on here. Like, help your people first. That's why other countries don't like us.
That's why our country...
They're like, look at these Americans over here.
That's why our country don't like us.
Their babies are stupid. Their people are fat, and they come here fuck with my people.
Yeah.
Look at these stupid fat Americans.
Speaking of fucking with people, we had a conversation before the pod that I know you wanted to get into. I
don't remember what I said, but I remember it was funny, and it's about, oh yeah, I remember now.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You're 100%.
Thank you.
That's what we call a transition, right? An air horn for that, baby.
To all of you OnlyFans girls, that hopefully, I really do hope you hear this, by the way. When y'all turn like 30 and you realize no nigga wants to be with you, and you're finally wanting to fulfill this inner childhood fantasy of being married. All girls want to be married. They think about that when they're young.
I'll say majority of girls, some of the girls don't.
That's true. And you go on a date with somebody whom you don't know, and you think they don't know much about you, and as soon as they see you, they're going to say, hey, I've seen your tits already. I've seen you bent over like 100 times. I've got you and your whole graduating class on my laptop.
Yo, I've seen you I've seen you get dogged out on camera. That's crazy.
I have seen you do some very filthy things. Yeah, nah, I'm definitely not going to marry you, but you want to come to my place tonight?
Yeah.
How y'all feel? Let me know. Put that bitch in the comments. I want to know. I'm very intrigued. Don't hit me up, though. You're not going to get a very polite answer.
No, man.
You're going to get a very sarcastic, rude answer.
I hope y'all can hear that. That is the ambulance coming to save y'all pussies.
I was just about to say save y'all pussies. Oh, boy.
Nah, bro, like
save your chances of marriage, because that shit dying.
Here's the thing, right? If
you get married, that's one horny nigga.
Yeah, here's the thing, ladies who do that specific thing. If you don't want to get married, like ever, okay, cool, whatever. I don't care. We're not talking to you. For the ones who do, and your husband or your potential husband has already seen the goods, already knows what it looks like, what it look like when you bit over. why would he want to stay?
She's gonna say
Because
my personality. No, we
But
stay.
you if you had a personality, then you wouldn't be on OnlyFans.
Exactly. But let's be honest, the main reason why any guy learns any female's personality is because the girl doesn't let them hit. That's the truth. We as men, what do you think post-nut clarity is for? I don't know this bitch. Damn, I really just did that. She's not even that cute.
Listen. Are we going to expose all the men's secret on this podcast like this?
Oh, no, that's not even a men's secret. I'm not exposing the boys. I'm just giving a little very top layer thing.
You expose. Okay.
It's a very surface layer thing.
Because you are right. You truly know whether you love a girl is after you bust and you look at her and you still feel love.
But that only comes after you've known her personality. That's the only time it happens.
I agree.
That or she has to be the most stunning girl you've ever seen. You're like, yo, I really get to clap this. That is crazy.
I agree.
I'm not leaving.
I agree wholeheartedly. I believe.
And most of y'all are not like that. Let me be honest.
Yeah,
Let me be the first one to tell you.
I mean,
most of y'all are like a 6. Most of you OnlyFans girls are like a 8.
Yeah.
But y'all personality. Ugh.
Who you subscribe to?
Oh, nobody, bro. What? What? Terry Crews ain't got shit on me. Fuck that. Why am I paying to see you touch yourself?
I was. Hey man, I was just asking, bro, because you sound like you had.
Pornhub is free.
You. You were just talking like you knew what time they were on or something. I don't know. I thought maybe you did a survey or something.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't know.
I'm just shooting this shit, bro.
I had to ask the question. I just had to ask the question. You know what I'm saying? Just want to know,
you know
if you got any.
Next time I'm gonna go along with it,
bro. If you had any discount codes that they be giving.
I'll be like, nah. I just only join the bitches that give it for free.
Imagine you you got a discount code. Like, you know how you ever have honey?
Yeah.
Discount honey?
Yeah.
Nigga, imagine go to OnlyFans and put it, and then be like, oh man,
Only
I really wish
for me.
And then the honey pop up like, oh, we got a discount code for you. Like,
you could just join the girls who their content's free. They have it for free for like, a little time period.
I'm not
to put their pussy out. That's how they market it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Pussy's marketable. OnlyFans showed that.
Bro, we always knew sex was sellable.
Oh,
sex sells.
Oh, COVID showed us for sure. Sex sells.
Nigga, it's quite literally the oldest profession in the world is being a prostitute.
Dude, literally sex toys skyrocketed because of COVID.
Of course. I mean, when you by yourself,
When you leave freaky, horny motherfuckers by themselves. And they're like, I don't like you. So I need to let out that frustration sexually. Let's figure something else out.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, a lot of people realize they really don't like their boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, or wife. Yeah. They're like, I shouldn't have fucking married you. Yeah. This was a mistake.
On the other hand, me and my girlfriend fell more and more in love.
I've talked about this already on the podcast.
Oh, what?
I was going to say, people should really think about who they fuck just in case they have a kid with them.
Oh, yeah, you talked about that multiple times.
I'm very serious. People really should. It's like, if you're going to fuck somebody, just think about it. Like,
speaking of someone having a kid, Lana Rhoades, listen. Okay, I'm going to bring this up. I was watching a YouTube video, and it was an excerpt of her podcast she has with her friends that I just assume have OnlyFans because, I mean, everyone.
And Lana, if you hear this, hi. You're very fantastic. You can do things I didn't think most women could do. But continue.
That was Petros. That was not Reese. Anyway.
I haven't seen you in a long time. I don't watch porn no more. But when I did, great job.
I feel like I was like the generation right before her.
Great job.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think I ever saw any of
those. Boy, oh boy, I know that she changed some high school kids' lives when she was in high school growing up. I know those teenage boys, that shit is still the highlight of their life. They go, I took her virginity.
Right.
I got her hooked.
Anyway.
She was practicing on me.
So I was watching a video, an excerpt of her podcast, and she was talking about what's it called? Hypernogamy.
What?
That was the
some
term.
monogamy to another level.
Hypernogamy, which is, I believe, essentially getting married to a rich dude. I'm getting married for money or something like that. I don't know. It's something. It was,
She gonna need a fucking Saudi prince. Those might be the only people that would marry her.
I don't think so. They can get like 72 virgins right off the rip.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Those might be the only person who would consider it.
They can get a virgin fresh at 18 at the top at her peak.
At 8, no, they be getting them at 15, bro.
I don't want to talk about that though. I don't want to talk about that though. So it's, for my mindset, it's 18. I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
So she was talking about that, and she was talking about how she wants to be a trophy wife.
Not possible.
And she was talking about how, and her friends were talking about.
I could talk about how I want to be a fucking billionaire, the next president of the United States tomorrow. It's not happening.
Yeah,
We can always talk about shit.
Nigga, with this podcast, it's never happening.
Hey, bro, if was a bitch, who would pimp her? Me. If was a spliff, we'd all be high. This bitch is talking
I'm not gonna
some
lie.
crazy shit, bro.
Nigga, you've said that to me for years. I never knew how to respond to that because it never made sense in my mind. I hope you know it never made sense in my mind.
How doesn't that make sense to
It
you?
never-
If was a spliff, we'd all be high.
Nigga, because,
Everybody uses some type of if shit. A spliff will get you high.
Nigga,
If was a spliff, we would all be high because we
Okay.
all use it.
maybe because I'm just stupid. I don't know. Anyway. If it was a bitch, I'd be pimping her. It didn't ever make sense in my mind. Anyway, it didn't. I just never understood. It still doesn't.
I need some hood viewers to back me up on this one.
No, I
When we
believe-
finally get there,
I believe-
to all you hood niggas, thank you. I want you to know, I don't trust you, but thank you for your support.
I believe you. It's just that it just never made sense in my mind.
That's fine.
It's just whatever. Anyway, so she was talking about, yeah, and then one of her friends, I don't know, they were talking about, and then here's the thing, right? They were trying to combine.
It's just not possible. I can't.
Wait.
Who the fuck is proud of that?
Wait. They were trying to combine being a trophy wife with female empowerment.
Well, what?
They were talking about. I want to make this very clear. If you are trying to be a trophy wife, that's not feminism. It's not. You know, I'm gonna clap it up for myself. That's not feminism. It's not feminism. It's not. That's stupid. It's not feminism.
It just doesn't make any. How is that?
You are quite
possibly
literally
feminism?
a trophy wife is quite literally, and I'm not saying this to be misogynistic. I'm saying this because of the definition of what trophy wife. If you're trying to be a trophy wife, you are trying to be an object of desire on the arm of your husband.
It is.
That is your only job.
It's monogamy for the elites, for wealthy people. Yes,
Yeah.
that's exactly what she wants.
That's the only.
But she's a fucking porn star. She's an idiot. She thought selling her pussy online and she could somehow be married. And a nigga would be proud of this. She's a fucking idiot. Why are you listening to this bitch?
And then
She's been fucked so many times her brain can't work, bro.
Are you done?
She's giving brain so much she ain't got none left. I'm sorry, my brain broke. It's still breaking.
Go ahead. Keep going. Go ahead.
Trophy wife?
Right.
What motherfucker is gonna go on Facebook with all his friends and family and then go, love of my life. Can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. Is she still gonna do porn when she's a trophy wife? Is this her way out of the porn industry? Cause she knows she ain't got no fucking skills?
No. Are you? Can I continue?
This bitch just mad cause
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
she trying to be Kim, but she not.
All these girls are trying to be Kim.
Yeah, but they not. If their last name ain't Kardashian, it's not gonna happen.
All these girls are trying to make him. All of them. All of them. Anyway, so.
Trophy wife.
Also a point that they brought up, because, and this is how they try to combine feminism with being a trophy wife, was one of them said, I don't remember which one it is because I don't listen to the podcast. So honestly, it was 3 blank faces to me. That's all. I don't remember any of their faces.
Well, when they've been cummed on so much, they might as well be 3 blank faces.
One day I'll be able to. One day I'll be able to go forward in this conversation with that one sexual innuendo being thrown my way. One day, but not today. Anyway, this nigga said, well, I mean, when you got enough nut on the bit. Nigga, I'm gonna take a pause with this. Yesterday I had to explain to my girl what bukkake was.
No, that's not possible. We've explained it too many times to her. We've explained it so many times.
I had to. She asked me that because on a previous podcast we had talked about it, and she was like, "I don't remember what it means. What did it mean again?" And I had to literally sit there and be like, "Do I really want to?" I feel like if you forgot, I feel
that's
like it's
fine. Let her be innocent.
But she's stubborn. Yeah. She does that thing where like you try to be like, yo, it's probably better if you don't know, and they be like, but like, I want to know.
No, I would scar them. I'd be like, all right, here's what it is. I just show them a video. Boom.
That is horrible. You're a horrible.
Like, oh no.
You are a horrible human being. Anyway, so back to the conversation. So the way they try to combine feminism with homogamy, or however you pronounce it, was one of the girls said, listen, what makes a girl beautiful isn't just what on the outside, it's also what's on the inside. So if she doesn't want to shave her legs or whatever, she can still be a trophy wife. And I was like, no, that's not
what a trophy wife is. I want to show you off, bitch. You gotta look good.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
That's not a trophy wife. These
that's
fucking,
not like that. Like, listen. Like I said,
TikTok famous bitches, bro. That's it. They're just as smart as TikTok.
Yeah, but that's my thing, right? For me personally, right? I'm not looking for a trophy. I'm not trying to get a trophy wife. So with my girl don't shave her legs sometimes, I don't care. I don't.
Right.
What do I? I don't care. I don't look at her like disgusting. No, I don't care.
That's your wife.
I don't care at all. Like, at all. I look at it, I'm like, oh, this kind of feel cool. It's a little stuff. Look at that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
it's whatever.
They want a husband. They want an actual husband.
Yeah, right.
It's not happening.
Yeah.
Let me be the first one to tell you.
That's the thing.
They
don't want an actual husband. They want a rich husband.
No, they want an actual husband with money. They want someone to treat them like they're a wife.
They want
a whore.
No, they want someone to treat them like a trophy.
So they don't even know what the fuck they want.
They want someone to treat them like a trophy. I mean, they want what they truly want is love. What they truly want is love.
You passed
However,
that. You like 30 million dicks past that. You ain't getting love, bitch. Yo, let me tell you. You swallowed love and spat it right back out. Plenty of times. Well, I'm pretty sure there's a video of you swallowing love 10 different ways. It's not happening.
Yo,
these bitches will never get love.
Oh, shit.
Like, I don't know why that's so hard to get.
You're 30 million dicks past. Yo.
You know what a train stop is? Where it's like, exit 1 is your stop. This bitch hopped on the Dick Express and never left.
Oh my.
She passed that stop.
Oh my God. I'm crying.
Yeah, she was too. There's plenty of videos of them crying. Plenty. The love was falling down her face.
Oh my God. Oh no.
That's what she said.
I hope she did it. That's horrible.
Oh, I've definitely seen a video of her saying, "Oh no."
Oh no. Never mind. I'm not gonna even. No.
But that's my point. Is these bitches are delusional.
100%.
The drugs they take put them in the fucking twilight zone.
100%. They all 100% are delusional. They're 100% delusional.
And these OnlyFans bitches, you think that pussy gonna last by how long, baby? You don't know how to invest. You're a fucking idiot. So what you gonna do? You're just gonna spend that money. You're gonna lose some shit, bitch. And then what you gonna do? You're gonna do exactly what you know how to do. Suck some dick and fuck. Until the pussy gonna be dried up and too stretched out. Ain't nobody gonna want it no more. You're gonna be on the street. So what you gonna do? You're gonna do exactly what you know how to do. Suck some dick. But nobody gonna want you to suck their dick no more.
Bro, it's gonna be very interesting in 10 years.
10?
Yeah, 10.
I give these motherfuckers 5. There's new pussy every day.
Yeah, but
there's girls doing different shit every day. Fascination, what's making men horny is different than it was 10 years ago and 5 years ago. People are getting even hornier and crazier. And 5 years from now, bro, they're probably just gonna only want to do VR sex. They're gonna be like, I don't even need to pay you, bitch. I could do it with some fake ass person. I don't need you.
The Black Mirror is truly coming true.
That's what I'm saying. These bitches are gonna have no fucking career. No company's gonna want them. They'll be like, what? You bitch? Your pussy's everywhere. I'm gonna have you work at my company? And then somebody digs into us and finds you. You're gonna be the poster girl of their fucking $1 million lawsuit. No, fuck you, bitch. They're gonna have no fucking life. You think we have homeless people now? That bitch is gonna shoot up in 20 years. There's gonna be mad bitches in the streets.
That means some homeless dudes about to get some nice punani. Yes.
Oh God, Jesus, rape is gonna get worse. I think I'm not optimistic. I'm very pessimistic.
We can never keep it light on this podcast. Jesus,
I'm very pessimistic. That's the truth.
Every single time I
think about that, bitch.
Nigga, every single time I throw something to you, you bring up either pedophilia or rape. Jesus Christ.
That's the reality. Think about that shit before you take a picture of your pussy, and it's not to your husband or
boyfriend,
a real boyfriend.
A real boyfriend.
Yes, not some dick.
A nigga you
just your boyfriend.
A nigga you know more than 6 months.
Just your boyfriend, okay? Not just dick. Please, not even friends with benefits, because that shit can end bad.
Horribly.
It will end bad.
I've never seen friends with benefits actually work out.
I have. No, they got married.
But that's what I mean.
Oh, that's the only way it can work out, because you can't break up.
But you
can't stop fucking. But you stop fucking, there's a problem.
But that's exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything where it's like, oh, we'll just be friends, but we'll have sex, and it either doesn't end. It either ends up with a relationship, or
bad.
It ends horribly.
Yeah, there's no middle.
I've never seen it just actually continue as friends with benefits. I've never seen that.
No, it's not. I've seen fucking divorces where they can be friends, but you will never see friends with benefits and they cut that and they're still friends.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Not gonna happen.
Never seen it.
It can't work. It's either I'm still getting some,
yeah,
or we're not talking.
Yeah, it always, bro. It always ends horribly.
Yeah.
Every single time. Like, I legitimately don't understand why people do it. Because because literally it's a 50-50. Either ends horribly.
Yeah.
Or you actually get together.
Yeah. And if you're fucking them because they look good, chances are
it's gonna end horribly.
It's gonna end
If
bad.
you were only friends with them so you could be friends with benefits, it's probably gonna end horribly.
Yeah, it's not gonna end up.
I remember in college there was a guy I was talking to, and he was asking me for my advice because I don't know why, but people always saw me as like some type of like relationship guru, and they would ask me my opinion on things. I have no idea why.
It's very weird. I'll never understand it. It's happened to me too much. I'll never get it.
I won't get it either. But so anyway, so he was asking me my advice. He was like, "Yo, Reese, I was thinking, he was like, I kind of like this girl, but like I don't like her like that. So I was thinking maybe I should go with like friends with benefits, whatever. I'm like, dog, don't do it. I was like, tell me one relationship that's ever worked out where it was friends with benefits. I was like, I will wait. I will sit here. I sat there for 10 minutes. He couldn't come up with one. Not with one.
Doesn't work out. Doesn't work out.
I'm sure Jada and August were friends with benefits, but then, I'm sure they were friends with benefits. Ended up in an entanglement.
Nah, they were not friends. August Alsina knew what that nigga was doing.
He loved her.
He was dead. There was no friend. It was that J. Cole with
Neil Long.
Neil Long, yeah. It was that type of shit.
Yeah.
That's it. Ain't no friends. You think I want to be your friend, bitch? Nah.
Yeah. No, I have
Like the main actress from The Mummy. If I ever get to meet her, you think I want to be her friend? That was my childhood crush. I ain't trying to be your friend, mama. What's up?
God.
I'm trying to be Joey.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? I'm mad I knew what you meant. I've been around you too long. I'm mad I immediately knew who you meant. But yeah, no, bro. I told her, I was like, it literally has never worked. I was like, I promise you, if you actually care about this person as a friend, you won't do it.
Exactly. So girls, if you want to take a picture of your pussy, only send it to your real boyfriend or your husband.
Yeah.
Don't sell it. Because you're not going to get a good job. And let's be honest. I mean, selling pussy is not going to last for that much longer.
This literally lasts for thousands of years.
Until we... Look, here's what we have to really think about, right? Because male testosterone is shooting down. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Every year, it's decreasing 40%.
Dicks are getting smaller.
Every 10 years, yeah. Well, sorry, every 10 years, it goes down 40%. Yeah. Not every year. That would be crazy.
Nigga, we already be at 0.
Yeah. But, 40% and then drop down of that 40% remaining.
No.
And then...
Yeah, but we already be at 0.
It would take a long time to get to 0, though.
Nigga, in 100 years, if every year it dropped to 40%, I feel like we'd be at 0.
It would just get to an even weaker decimal. That's it. It would just keep going. Because numbers don't end.
If it's 0.1650, it's 0%.
Let's just get.
I'm just saying, like if it's 0. Blah 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 blah.
You're just like, nah,
it's 0.
Fuck it, 0.
It's 0,
okay.
nigga, because that means that means 99.99999 whatever of niggas
So
can't get it up.
Yeah.
So it's 0.
But because it's decreasing, sperm count, male testosterone.
Drinking that Mountain Dew. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
You remember that rumor?
Oh my god.
Oh damn. That fucked me up for years.
That made a lot of people stop.
Nigga, I didn't drink Mountain Dew for years because I remember that shit.
I never liked it. I was a Sprite guy. So it worked out for me perfectly.
Me too, 100%. But then they came up with Baja Blast, nigga. That shit bussin'.
I never had it, still to this day.
Bussin'. Bussin'.
You make that.
That shit.
Hey, yo, say that for your girl, bro.
Bussin'. Ooh, my God.
Say that for your girl, bro.
Nigga, that Baja Blast. Nigga, that Baja Blast. Bussin'. Oh, my God. Bussin'.
Yeah, a lot of men aren't going to be able to do that. With the testosterone
they won't be
going
busted,
down.
yeah.
So
Right.
what I'm saying is their desire, though, to go after women is going to go down.
Mm-hmm.
We see that already.
Yeah, especially in Japan.
Yeah, especially in Japan.
Them niggas only like 2D girls.
They don't have to fucking... Bro, let's think about it.
Their birth rate is declining fast as hell.
Because let's think about it, right? Before, men didn't have movies to watch of women getting fucked. And if they did, they had to sneak it, and there wasn't as much access. They had to go through so many bells and hoops and whistles just to finally be able to do it. Mm-hmm. Or they'd have to do it through magazines.
Or they had to go to a peep show.
Yeah. Or they'd have to go to a whorehouse, right? Mm. They'd still have to go through so much effort. Mm-hmm. Now,
it's
easy. There. But then with the advancement of VR, and now we're at the technology where you can put on bodysuits and you can feel everything like it's real. Mm-hmm. They're going to be like, what the fuck? I have to go impress some bitch. I have to spend months of hearing her complain, meeting her family. Are you kidding me? I have to buy this bitch shit? She's going to complain, have mood swings, want to attack me for no fucking reason. I can't hang out with my friends. Nah. I'm going to not pay for this free pussy that I can feel. And I get to pick whoever I want. I could probably just look at somebody with my little electronic glasses, scan them, and I can fuck them later on tonight. That's probably where technology is going to advance eventually.
That's going to be some devious shit. That's going to be devious.
This is what I'm saying.
No, I agree with you. But
with our decreasing count of testosterone and with the advancement of technology, most men are not going to give a fuck about bitches.
Right.
They're like, all of y'all are annoying anyway.
I mean, are they wrong?
Exactly. Bitches don't even like bitches.
Women don't even like women.
That's why they like hanging around with guys. That's why a lot of women who like comedy, they like male comedy.
Yeah.
They like men's type of humor. They don't like female humor because most female humor is just guy humor. They're not funny. They're annoying.
This thing is in his bag. He is passionate about this subject.
No, don't get it twisted. I love women. I do not want to live my life without women. I want a wife.
Right.
But if she ever don't like most bitches though.
If she ever hear this podcast, I don't know. You might be shit out of luck.
Shit, I'm gonna have to finesse the fuck out that. I'm really good with my words.
Yeah, but the words on this podcast might outweigh the words you say later.
Nah, I got some shit. I got some backup on backups. That's all you need to know.
All right.
That's all you need to know, man.
I ain't saying shit.
I'm willing to say these words because I know I'm willing to eat some shit later.
Yeah. I'm not. I like my teeth white. I like my teeth white. I'm trying to think. Anything else? We can.
Lana Rhodes, you're not fucking getting no real husband. That pussy is gonna be a graveyard. It's gonna be a hunting. Okay, let me explain something to you. No man is going to happily post on their social media and show the fucking size diamond they bought for your overused pussy. It's not happening. Nope. Why do you think people want virgins? Huh? Stupid ass bitch. I want to be a trophy wife.
On that.
Yo, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. And this is not the first time I heard it. Every time I hear it, it irks me even more. I'm like, how fucking stupid are you?
On that note, we're gonna take a short break.
She should be getting paid disability. Like, it's not like you can't.
We're gonna take a short break. We'll be right back, y'all. And we're back. We're back.
We live, baby. We live.
Live. And during the break, Petros, we brought up some topics. We talk. Pretty much this is gonna be the movie part of the podcast. Petros, you wanted to talk about, you want to see Old.
Yeah, I want to see Old, bro. I fucking love that trailer.
M. Night Shyamalan.
And my boy told me, he said he watched it. He said it was pretty good. He said he loved the beginning.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
No. Did he do another Avatar?
No, definitely not. Okay. Definitely not.
I was about to say, if he did another Avatar, stop.
It wasn't, no.
Don't make another movie.
It was just
do indie films.
It was, the concept was really cool. The concept was really cool.
The execution
was good sometimes.
Was it the acting or was it the script? You think?
Script.
The script.
The dialogue was trash. What the hell was that?
That was me.
Oh, okay. Nigga, I thought something started leaking.
No, that was me.
What the hell? I said, what? I said, that sounded like some hot liquid about to drip on me. What? Yeah, it was, the dialogue was,
damn, that sucks.
Dialogue was dog doo.
I mean, what do I expect? This motherfucker decided to make a whole comic book trilogy off of a nigga whose weakness is water and doesn't talk that much.
Split was so good, though.
Split was good. Split was good.
It was.
You know how people always say Split was good, but they always go Unbreakable was Unbreakable. It was good when it came out.
Yeah. And then
actual action movies
and then the
superhero movies came out.
And then The Happening happened. What is it? He had one. What was that horror movie he did with the grandma and
He did a horror movie.
Yeah, did he do it?
Shyamalan?
Did he do it? Hold on.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, look it up. Did he do a horror movie? It was Let me see if I can find it.
M. Night Shyamalan.
The Visit.
Summerlinga-digga-dong.
The Visit.
Let me see. Did I see that one? I probably did.
I heard the
Devil was okay.
I heard The Visit was good.
I remember Devil. That was okay. Oh, he did The Sixth Sense.
He did.
That was great.
That was also great. Right? The Village was not was not you know what I'm saying? Like, but The Visit. I heard The Visit was good. I don't remember.
Why don't I see Google tripping? I clicked his name in movies and I didn't see The Visit.
I'm literally looking at it. It's at the top. It's near the top.
The Visit. I didn't see this.
Yeah, I
It's a
heard.
found footage film.
I heard it was good. That's the thing. So Unbreakable was really good for its time. We were like, dang man, that's a good movie. Split was fantastic, and then Glass was just ass. Bars.
Glass was... you want to know how I knew Glass was so bad? I didn't watch reviews for it, and I told myself I'm not going to watch it. I didn't even watch a review, didn't see the movie. Some just told me, don't watch that shit,
It's gonna
bro.
be disappointing.
It's going to be disappointing. The trailer is just like a fucking Transformers film, bro.
Yeah.
It's just really pretty for the trailer to draw you in. It's not going to be good. You already know it. I still haven't watched it.
Yeah.
And I was excited, bro. With Split, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Split.
And then I saw the trailer for Glass. I was like, this kind of
It don't
doesn't look like it's going to make any sense.
It don't. Yeah. It didn't look appetizing.
Nah.
To the eyes.
Nah.
Yeah.
For fucking superheroes and the United States is gonna, what, imprison them? You think Bruce Willis's character is gonna be the one they're gonna do that to? Nah, I didn't see that shit. I didn't see that. Maybe the fucking evil genius that can die if he falls. Yeah, maybe him.
Right.
Maybe this split personality motherfucker with 28 people living inside of him, and there's a bitch who could fucking bend bars. Sure, that makes sense.
Right.
But some old nigga who don't ever use his powers, it could die by water? The USA, they don't give a shit about him.
No.
They're like, you wanna know what we're gonna do? We're gonna
nigga-
fucking drown his bitch ass if he ever gets too loose.
This nigga literally died in a puddle.
That's what I'm saying. They're like, hey, yo, get your sons, put some fucking water in their little water guns, and fuck with them.
My
That's
nigga-
it, squirt them.
My nigga literally died in a puddle. Like he was.
That's how he dies in Glass?
That's how he dies in Glass. Is he literally gets knocked down, his face is in a puddle, a shallow ass puddle, and he's getting trampled on, and he can't get up, and he dies. That's how he dies in Glass.
Yo, he's fucking useless. My fucking little brother can get up from a puddle, nigga.
As he's in the puddle, he loses all his strength, and niggas are like trampling on top of him,
Yo.
and then he dies from drowning in a puddle. He doesn't die in some cool thing where he falls into a pool and he can't get out, or in the ocean and when he's trying to save someone. No, he dies in the puddle.
Bro, could you imagine being a cop and you're like, damn, I wish I had superpowers. And then you find this superhero, right, where he's on the news at this point. You've already seen clips of this motherfucker attacking this wild human who's breaking shit. And then you just see he's dead in a puddle. You have to write the police report that this superhero died in a fucking shallow 2-inch ass puddle. You gonna be like, this bitch, I'm better than you, bitch. I get to write the story. I live, nigga. Shit, I beat the beast, not you. You the fool who died in the puddle.
Bro, that was one of the most disappointing.
That's the worst writing I've ever heard in my fucking life.
And that's a constant with M. Night Shyamalan, is that his dialogue is usually ass. Like the concepts are usually good, but the dialogue, when it comes to dialogue or execution, when it comes to like a thing.
Do you know much about how he does his films? Does he do the script or does he have somebody else?
He writes the script.
Well, then he's a fucking idiot then.
Yeah.
Because as a writer, I'm aware what I'm not good at. And if I have that much money or a fucking studio behind me and I can have somebody else write the script, is that how that works? Can you do that? Okay. Yeah. What the fuck?
Happens
That
all the
nigga's an
time.
idiot.
Happens literally all the time.
I'd be like, no, bitch, we're going to do my story, okay? I just want it to be start here and some sprinkler to the other shit I want here. You write the script.
That literally,
and we'll collaborate together.
Pretty much every Marvel movie is that there's a script writer and then there's a director.
Then M. Night Shyamalan is a fucking hater of the arts. He's a selfish bitch and should make films for himself, and he knows he can't profit off of that, so he is making us all suffer while he makes his what if films. Fuck him.
That's the thing. He is really good, I feel like, when he has a limited budget and the people are it's like a really cool concept, but in like a small space.
Oh, perfect. Then only give him $10 million.
Right. So like that's why Split worked.
Just only give him $10 million from now on.
Yeah.
Don't give him shit. Don't give. He hasn't earned it.
Yeah, that's why Split worked. I'm pretty sure. I heard The Visit was actually good.
I'll watch it. I saw it did like 68 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I heard it was good. I heard it was cool.
The Sixth Sense was great though. I remember watching it, and I told my friend like midway in the movie, I'm like, she isn't responding to him. Either she don't love him no more, she can't see him. That's what I told my friend, and he was just like, oh. Mind you, it was so sad because I told him I never saw it before, and it was like a year or two ago, because I had nothing but time, fucking COVID.
Yeah.
So I watched it. I go, this bitch is not responding to him. No one is, and anything that people are saying to him isn't directly directed at him. But I'm like, I don't know. Let's just see how this plays out. and then he was like, I see dead people. I'm like, yeah, this motherfucker probably dead, but let's see. And then that ending scene happened. I'm like, yeah, okay. No, this was still a good film.
Yeah. So, like, it's like, yeah, so it's something like that. So, like things that are, like, within, like, you know, a set, it's in a small room, or it's not a lot of people involved, or it's like a limited budget. That's usually where he thrives. And so when you give him money for something like Split, and I think like it was I think at least $100 million if I remember correctly.
That's because he had a phenomenal actor. There are very few actors, in my opinion, that can play off multiple personalities. Shia LaBeouf is one of them.
Yes.
I think Jake Gyllenhaal can.
Yes.
James McAvoy, that's the actor.
Yes.
I think Jim Carrey,
100%.
William Dafoe, Robert Pattinson, I think they're of some people who can.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's about the director for that specific kind of concept. It really is about who's acting in your main roles. Because the director could be bad, but you could see that actor still killed his shit, though.
You need a director that's competent, especially because a director is the person who gives the direction.
Yeah, who's still giving the direction, and you're still making their film at the end of the day.
But it's not even that. Is you need to have a solid idea of what direction you need to go into and be able to communicate that adequately.
How do you feel about people who do like not majority, but a good portion of the film on ad-lib, like what Taika Waititi did in Thor? Thor Ragnarok worked the fuck out,
but that's still a direction. Yeah, okay. That's still a direction because even with ad-libs or improv. What it is... That's
what it is, improv. I couldn't fucking think of the word.
Yeah, even with, like, improv, what it is they give you a scenario, like, this is what's happening, and you're in character right now, so what do you think your character would do? And that especially worked with Taika Waititi because he was working with actors who have been that character for years. Yeah. For years. So he was the new one coming in. He's like, okay, so what do you think Thor would do in this episode? What do you think Loki would do in this one? What do you think Hulk would do in this point? You know, what do you think? You know, so and especially since he had talented actors who were because you know the way Australia trains their actors is different from American. It's very a lot of them get their acting from like soap operas and there's like a lot of TV shows over there that they get a lot of work and they get like underpaid so they have to do a lot of jobs. So they have a lot of experience and little money, and then they come over here with all that experience and they're Australian, so they're handsome as hell, handsome as just beautiful humans. And so they get work, especially since over there they're like, oh, America is the place. So they learn American accent.
Come here, yeah.
They learn American accent, and they can do it sometimes better than Americans.
Unfortunately.
You know what I'm saying? And so they have all this experience, but they're underpaid compared to like America. And so of course they get these roles, especially since they're beautiful human beings. You know, so when you have someone with so much experience as an actor. And then they come over, and they have all this time with a character. You get to, as a director, I feel like you get to have a little bit more fun with the scenarios you put them in, and stretching the actor, and seeing how they react and said things. You know, because it was kind of the same with the first Iron Man. That was a lot of improv.
Well, Robert Downey, he killed the fuck out.
Robert, like I said, but he has a lot of experience as an actor. You can't just do. Improv with like with an actor who's like new.
Yeah.
You know, Robert Downey Jr. even at that time, even when he had just I think left prison. Excuse me. he had been an actor since like the 80s.
Yeah, he had been acting for a while.
A long time.
Because he had an interesting childhood, though.
Yeah, because his father was a director.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's quite literally had been acting since he was a child.
So that wasn't anything new to him. But what definitely helped him though was building a character. Going to jail helped him.
100%.
It helps people.
Sometimes. Some people, yeah. But that's exactly my point. So it's like it's you have to gauge with the actors you have. You can't just have any Ricky Dink cast and just do that. It doesn't work like that.
And that's what I meant. Like you need good actors. Like James McAvoy fucking stole that movie. Because let's be honest, the whole plot point with the little girl was pretty confusing.
Right.
I'm like, wait, are they trying to insinuate she was touched? Are they trying to insinuate she's on the spectrum? Like I didn't fully understand where they were trying to take the story with her.
Exactly.
But his character, I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. Fuck that plot line where they were trying to go. This is where the story is.
Exactly. And that's also a thing with especially
with M. Night Shyamalan. Shyamalan Ding Dong.
What was it? There was a movie I watched called The Lighthouse with Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe.
I still haven't seen it. I've heard wonderful things about it.
Listen, it is a great art film. It is a great movie. Confusing as hell. I didn't understand a damn plot point in that movie. I didn't understand it at all. However, the acting that Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe do in that movie is so riveting.
I've always had so much respect for Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe is OG, for real. Because
people, honestly, even watching him as the Green Goblin when I was a kid, there was one thing I learned about Willem Dafoe. That motherfucker can act.
Yeah.
That role... it must have flown over people's heads because I think about it sometimes where it's like a villain, how I'd want him to be like in front of people or be an actual villain. I'm like, Willem Dafoe's depiction of the Green Goblin to me is perfect.
Well, yeah, Willem Dafoe is you can't say enough good things about him, honestly. Yeah. Especially when it comes to this acting, you can't say enough good things about him. And I don't want to get a little bit too nerdy on the.
He's a fucking phenomenal.
He is, especially
even his voice acting.
Yeah,
it's great,
bro. He was the only good part of the Death Note movie. He was the only good part of that movie. Oh my god, listen. Hey, yo,
Stop
Netflix.
making live action movies.
Nah, Netflix. Yo, fuck you, nigga. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like,
Stop making live action films.
On gang, for real, bro. I should beat your ass for doing that.
Pay King Vader next time to do, like, a live action.
Listen.
Give him the budget. Let's see what he can do.
That's the thing. I feel like if King Vader...
Did you see the newest episode that he released of the Hood Dragon Ball?
I thought that was, Was that him? I thought that was
That was the latest episode he did of
Pierre
of Dragon Ball Super. It's him and Pierre because he's Rose and Pierre's Vegeta.
Yeah.
Yo, that was really fucking good.
Yeah.
I gotta admit, I'm like, it's still a little
Here's my thing.
cheesy, but they looked good.
No, but that's just his things are cheesy, but I feel like
they're meant to be cheesy.
I feel like that's because I feel like he would be I feel like he knows what he wants in a director sense, but not the acting sense.
I think he'd be great at animation. If he could get somebody who could draw his ideas, I think he would fucking kill it.
I think so too. I 100% think. I think he would be really. I feel like, but I know he also wants to be in front of the camera. But I feel like if he like really focused on like directing, I think he would be really good. I think he'd be
for sure. I think if he stays at where he is now as being both actor and director, he might be able to get picked up to save Cartoon Network. I think Cartoon Network should pick him up to save them.
That's the thing. I don't think he's that good of an actor.
No. I mean just his little shorts for Dragon Ball. More kids will watch that. But that's why I say if he just wants to do a little acting and directing. But if he just learned his shit for directing,
but that's what
it'd be really good.
I really feel like if he did if he focused on directing, and hey, bro, if you don't want to focus on that, that's your life, bro. I don't care.
That's your prerogative.
Yeah, that's your prerogative. If you see something, if you have a plan that I just don't see, that's cool. I don't care. I support black people. But I think as a director, because I can see in his acting that he knows what he wants to go for. I just don't think he has the acting chops to reach what he wants. Mm-hmm. I feel like if he would focus on directing, I think he can get somebody who is a better actor to a point where he can achieve what he sees.
Yeah,
I 100% believe that.
I agree with you, because that's another thing with creatives. I don't have to know King Vader to know that he's very hard on himself.
Yes,
he's a creative.
Yes,
so I know he's probably hard on himself because of his acting. He's the one editing it. He's the one looking at that shit on camera. It'd be easier if it was somebody else.
Yes,
but that's another problem with dope creatives is
they want to do everything.
Me, myself, that's the problem, is they want to do everything. Or they don't want to focus on the one thing they're great at.
Oh, not only that, but because you don't want to give up creative control. Because then it's out. A lot of creatives are, they can be a lot, very go with the flow when it comes to life. But when it comes to their thing, very controlling.
It's like they have a God complex almost.
It
has to go the way I want.
Very, very controlling. And I'm trying to learn of letting that go.
But look at anybody you've ever admired. In addition to what you're saying. Look at anyone you've ever admired. And I'm the reason why I say because I'm learning to get out of that habit. Two things I always say too much is no and but. When really I shouldn't be placing those two in the sentences.
No but. Sorry, go ahead.
But look at anybody you admire. Mm-hmm. Regardless of all the things they've done good or great in their life, I could promise you they excel at one thing, and that's the thing that got them famous.
Right. Like
for example,
Christopher Nolan. You good? What noise was that?
Thinking that wasn't me.
That wasn't.
That's why I froze.
The hell was it? That wasn't you?
No, nigga, that's why I froze. I was like, what the bomba clot? Because I was just going to say, I don't know much about Christopher Nolan to even say anything about that.
Okay, go ahead. Whatever.
I was going to use, I don't know, nigga, Alexander the Great or some shit. I don't know.
I'll use Chris. I'll go on.
Oh, no, look, I'll use Will Smith. Easily.
Go ahead.
He was great at basketball. Every dude who plays basketball and has an affinity for it and has watched the NBA and played in high school, they've all had that, I want to be an NBA star.
The hoop dream, yeah.
They've had the hoop dream. But they were better at something else. Mm-hmm. He was broke when he was in The Fresh Prince.
Yeah. When he started.
Look at what the fuck he did.
Yeah.
And speaking on that improv episode where he talked about his father leaving.
That wasn't improv.
No, that whole scene was improv.
It was not improv.
Where he was like, I didn't need him. I learned how to shave my hair without him. I had my 15th birthday.
That wasn't improv. That was scripted.
Are you sure?
Yes. I've heard him tell the story over and over again.
Really?
Multiple times.
Now, why the fuck do they say that afterwards everybody hugged him and clapped because that wasn't supposed to be there? I've heard that so many times.
Because the internet lies. I've literally watched the interview with Will Smith. He was saying the reason it was so emotional, especially with him, is because he was doing it to Uncle Phil, R.I.P. Uncle Phil.
R.I.P.
He was doing it towards him, and he kept messing up his lines. And so he kept messing up his lines over and over again. He was getting frustrated. And then James grabs him, and he looks at him, and he kind of speaks to him. And he was like, I don't remember the exact advice that he gave him, but you can look it up on the interview. But he gives him some advice. And then so the very next take, Will Smith, he delivers it, and he delivers it perfectly. He delivers the one that makes it on the show. And then and when he hugs him, apparently James whispers to him, he's like, "Now that's acting."
Damn.
That's acting.
Honestly, that makes it way better from what I remember it to be.
Yeah, no, the internet lied.
That's awesome.
Because I remember the internet used to be like, yeah, he did that because he didn't grow up with a dad. Will Smith had his father in his life. He had his father in his life. The internet should be lying.
No, I didn't think that he didn't.
But that was also a part of the narrative to it, was that it was improv. He kept messing up his line over it, and he got frustrated.
Wow.
And then James Avery, he whispered, he gave him advice. He was like, hey, focus. Like he's like, look at me. Essentially, it was like that. He was like, look at me, focus on me, being the moment. Essentially, that's what it was. And then he delivered his lines, and then when he hugged me, he was like, that's acting.
That is. What he delivered was acting.
Yeah.
And he's excelled ever since.
Bro, he only got better. I remember I remember in college I had to do that scene for my acting class.
Really?
I had to do an acting class, and I had to do that scene.
Imagine doing that scene now. You'd probably be able to deliver more.
Oh, nigga.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh, my nigga.
You'd be able to go. Nigga, you might never did this for me. Like, you'd be able to go off.
Honestly, I might memorize that script over again and do it on the podcast one day. I might do it on the podcast one day.
Let's wait till we have cameras.
I don't know. I can make my voice sound mad hurt.
No. Let's wait till we have cameras, too.
Well, I can make myself sound mad hurt, nigga. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, I know that. I still stand by it.
Why don't he love me, man? Nigga, come on, son. Nigga, nigga, I was in that shit. I remember that. Because I used to try and dress like the freshman, too. I remember. Yeah. He was a huge inspiration for my life. You know what I'm saying? He was everyone's big brother. You know what I'm saying? Man, but yeah, no. Yeah, no, I get it. Like, he focused on acting, and he got big. Like he was good at rap, but he was better at acting.
Kobe was rapping. He focused on ball though.
Thank God. Like, he wasn't bad. He wasn't bad.
He wasn't bad, but look at him as a ball player.
But he was something else as a ball player.
And I bet you Kobe always had the heart to be motivational and wanted to speak. He just didn't know what outlet to use. But because he focused on what he was great at, he was able to use that tool to branch out in all the other things instead of trying to be everything else at once. It's at once.
He's an Oscar
winner. Be
winner.
all into what you are.
Kobe is an Oscar winner.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga, that's crazy. He's a Hall of Famer.
Yep.
MVP.
He has a rap album.
He has a rap album. He's a basketball champion. He is an NBA champion.
He's a universally respected as a ball player and motivational speaker.
5-time. He's also an Oscar winner. That's crazy.
All of his commercials were amazing too.
I literally just watched the one with Kanye.
That's my favorite one.
It's like,
are you the same animal
in a
different beast?
No, are you a different animal but the same beast? What the does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
What the fuck does that mean, Kobe Bryant? You're welcome. What the fuck does that mean?
Bro, he's like, how much more successful can I get? More successful. How many more records can my records break? More records. He was like, but I'm the best.
I'm the best.
He's like,
but are
you the different animal but the same beast?
He said, what the fuck does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
What the fuck does that mean, Kobe?
You're welcome. Yo, that shit was hilarious.
That had me rolling, bro. Every single time I see that, I'm like, yo, we didn't appreciate that as much as we should.
Oh, no, I definitely did. As a kid, I watched that commercial so many times growing up. God. I appreciated the shit out of that one. Maybe not his other ones, but that one, fuck yeah, I did. I would look that shit up whenever I wasn't happy.
That shit was hilarious. That was the funniest thing. But yeah, no.
And the way he acted and spoke into a lot of the younger NBA players' lives, that was important.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum said the only reason why he wanted to be in the NBA was to be a Laker.
Yeah. And then he became a Celtic, which is the opposite of a Laker.
That's the opposite of what he wanted.
The opposite. But hey, he's loyal to the team. He's the opposite. Yeah, man. But yeah, I saw Jungle Cruise with The Rock.
Funny enough, I was gonna talk about. I'm like, look at The Rock. He was a WWE star because that was in his family.
Yeah,
they were all wrestlers.
Yeah,
so he wrestled.
And then that.
But he realized.
I mean, the original plan was him to play football.
Was to play football. Yes.
And then he injured himself, and then he went to wrestling.
And then. Acting. But you know, it's crazy when he left wrestling, became an actor. He did like the Scorpion King or some shit, and came back.
He still comes back.
Wait. I'm talking about the first time he left the WWF to do acting, and then when he made his return.
Right.
When he made his return, that was when The Rock really shined in his entire wrestling career. It was because now he has the creative side. He's like, I know how to act. This is all a show. Yeah. And it really clicked for him then, because he knew it before. Yeah. You know that as a wrestler, this shit is a show.
But when you got
when you finally get into acting, and then you go back, you realize it. Because watch any wrestler that has ever gotten into the acting scene and came right back. Their performance is different.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
Yeah.
And that was where he really did that whole animated, can you smell what The Rock is? Like, that was when he really was animated with it. It was after he finally started acting. And then from acting, that shit skyrocketed his career.
Yeah.
Period.
Do you remember that video of him slapping his dick? Like, whoa there, come down there, boy. Yeah, what the this nigga, he's talking to some girl and he's just slapping. He's like, oh yeah, whoa there, boy, come down there. I'm like, yo.
He's done and said some wild shit to get attention. Like, I remember at WWE.
WWE was wild.
He was like, what'd you say, bitch? I was like, what?
No, WWE was a wild time. Like
Vince McMahon, genuinely, I think he's the smartest fucking business person to ever exist. Because he said nigga when he knew he could get away with it. They don't do that shit anymore. Mm-hmm. They don't. They won't even try it.
No.
But he did it, and when he did it in front of Booker T and had Booker T go, what? But he had Booker T do nothing.
Yeah. He was like, what's up, my nigga? He walked
away. What's up, my nigga?
And then he walked away.
Booker T was like, what the?
He's like, can he say that? I was like, no, Booker T, you supposed to be his ass right there.
If that shit wasn't scripted, Vince McMahon would never say that.
Yeah. Kind of like Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I saw Jungle Cruise, though. I'll give my thoughts on Jungle Cruise. The Rock was The Rock. He was The Rock. He was charming. Like he always is.
I'm waiting for it. I'm just waiting for the...
Emily Blunt is a fantastic actress. It's Emily Blunt. I want her to be Invisible Woman.
I really do. I really do.
So bad, right? She had a brother. I think the actor's name was Jake Whitehall. I think he's a comedian. He was great.
Really? Okay. Cool.
He was great. He was fantastic. That was a great thing. The Rock had a pet leopard.
What?
He had a pet leopard.
That's fucking amazing.
He had a pet. I mean, it was CGI. It wasn't real.
No lie, I be getting so jealous of the fucking Saudi princes with all these exotic ass animals for pets.
Not gonna lie, because I remember. Because here's the thing. I watched the trailer, and in it, I saw The Rock wrestling with a leopard. And I was like, what type of bullshit is it? That leopard will rip that nigga apart.
Oh, and then you watching the movie.
And I watched the movie, and he started fighting leopard. I said, they just having The Rock do anything now. He just DDT'd that leopard.
I told you before, in his contract, he has it where he can't lose.
Yeah, but that's crazy.
He doesn't die. He can't die in his contracts unless he comes back to life. That's a part of The Rock does not die.
Yeah, it was like this leopard. I was like, yo, this is crazy. He literally just suplexed that leopard. And then later in the movie, you're like, oh yeah, that's his friend. And that leopard was just trained to pretend like that. I said, this nigga, that's a smart way. I said that because I was like,
that's a smart way to always have it. It's like, oh no, they're just friends. They do that shit for all the time.
Yeah, but because he did it as a con. Because he's low-key a con man in it.
Oh, he's like the mighty man. He's showing how strong he is.
Yeah, so he's low-key. So he's like low-key a con man in it.
Oh, that's like Aladdin and the monkey.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Exactly. So like he was low-key a con man in it, and so they did it as like a con. And I was like, dang, that was really. I was like, that was a good twist. And then the rest of the movie happens, and it was this movie is like 2 hours long. It's 2 hours and 9 minutes.
Does it feel like 2 hours and 9 minutes?
It's 2 hours and 9 minutes.
Yep, it feels like 2 hours and 9 minutes.
In it is a German prince during World War II or something like that. And also an undead army.
Isn't this based off of the ride in Disney?
Yeah. It's based off the Jungle Cruise in Disney.
Well, blame Disney.
It was like, I watched a review, Jeremy Johns, he kind of said it perfectly. He's like, it was like they took a concept from Pirates of the Caribbean. It's like they had like leftover villains and they never got to use it in Pirates of the Caribbean and then put it in this movie.
Jungle Cruise.
Because it was like these undead niggas who had snakes for eyes, who one was like made out of bees and honey. The other nigga was made out of like a tree. Like it was like a lot. And also, spoiler, I will spoil this movie because it's Jungle Cruise, nigga. I don't know what to tell you. The Rock is undead.
The whole movie?
He is undead. He's pretty much an immortal, cursed to stay on the Amazon River.
So this nigga is basically Black Adam without electricity and combined in one area. Like he can only stay in one area.
He is Black Adam with no electricity, staying in one area in a boat. But also he's nicer because, and also he's, I guess, Spanish, I guess. They have the Rock Spanish, I guess.
I mean, he's an islander and he spent so much time around Spanish people, so they kind of have him in those roles anyway.
I guess. I mean,
he could pass off as Dominican.
But he's not, no, like Spanish. Like he was a conquistador from Spain.
Oh, no, that would make sense. That makes sense. Those niggas would look like The Rock. Just not buff. But, you know, they would have some of his features, just not as gargantuan. No.
That nigga's Samoan, and he looks Samoan.
No. What I mean is those conquistadors, it wouldn't have been so far-fetched, except they would be like, this must be, like, the pinnacle of what we are.
Yeah.
They'd be like, he's the top. He's what we're all achieving.
Like, this nigga should have never lost a fight, but apparently he just kept losing a fight to his friend. Anyway, so this nigga is undead. And the first time, it was funny as hell, because there was a twist that actually took me back, where this nigga gets stabbed in the chest. He gets stabbed in the chest. And I see him fall out of a tree. And this nigga bangs into every branch possible on the way down. I'm like, oh, his back broken. Falls into the river. I'm like, damn. I'm like, they killed my... I was like, this is probably a Disney movie. Like, you see him... Like, they show him hitting every branch. You see his body twisted in ways that aren't supposed to happen. And boom. They fall into the river. And he floats away. Damn, they do that in a Disney movie? Next thing you know, this nigga wake up and he still got the sword in his chest. And he's like, yo, you gotta pull this out. And she's like, what? What the hell? And also my thing was, I didn't believe the romantic nature of The Rock and Emily Blunt.
They did one of those, huh?
I legitimately...
I don't know why they have to always enforce, like, a romantic agenda. Yeah. No wonder why we have so many fucking people who can't find, like, actual love. It's because every first motherfucker they meet that they got some type of emotion to, they didn't see in every fucking movie. They're like, yeah, this is what I gotta do. I feel something. You the first dude I met. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, but it's and that's crazy. It's crazy because I didn't believe I could see it happening, but I was like, they seem more like The Rock and Emily Blunt. Like, it just seemed like they were like really good friends. You know, like that was the kind of chemistry I got. They were really good friends, but this movie was pushing like, oh, but they're more. But I didn't believe it.
Oh, I get what you mean by the sexual chemistry in Black Widow. When I saw it, yeah, I understood immediately. I was like, oh, this is a simp of simps.
Yeah, like that was weird. It was we'll get to that. But anyway,
like I don't give a fuck if you're on the run. I'm
we'll get to that. We'll get
No, I'm playing.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Jesus Christ.
It was a joke. I put it out there.
We'll get to that. Oh God. It was an entertaining movie. It was entertaining. It was 100. It was exactly what you would expect from a Rock Disney movie.
Did you like this anywhere as much as you liked the first Jumanji?
What the? Absolutely not.
I mean, sorry. The first Jumanji that The Rock and Kevin Hart did. My apologies.
Oh no.
Did you like that one more?
The Jumanji
that they did, yeah, the newer one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then I don't have to see this.
Yeah, no, you don't. No.
Because to me,
it's a fun movie for the family. If you have kids, do that.
I like Jumanji. I've watched Jumanji twice.
Yeah.
I don't like watching movies twice.
Yeah.
I'll watch that shit 3 or 4 times, to be honest.
Yeah.
Not the second one. I saw it once.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
But if it's not anywhere like near Jumanji, I'm like, I can live without it then.
Yeah.
Like Rampage, the movie that he did where the fucking albino gorilla gets huge.
Yeah.
I saw it. I'm like, this is a mid movie.
Monkey.
I could have did completely without ever watching this.
Monkey.
Yeah.
But like I said, it was an entertaining movie. It was like you know, he was like this dude who did really. You know what it felt like? It felt like the role, like it felt like the role wasn't originally for The Rock, especially in the beginning. I feel like as the movie went on, they did more like Rockisms, or like he would be like the dude who he would lift this huge thing, or he would like break this whatever. But I felt like it wasn't originally for the. I feel like they had another type of person in mind. Like maybe not a specific actor, but like another kind of archetype, not like the big brawlic.
Maybe like a Johnny
Rock.
Depp.
No,
Maybe that was originally written for like.
I wasn't thinking Johnny Depp. Kind of like not Johnny Depp, more like a
Orlando Bloom.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, if you ever just want to have a love interest, just throw that nigga or Brad Pitt when he was younger.
Yeah, like or like a young Leonardo.
Yeah, if you like I said, if you ever just want love interest in a movie, period. Yeah. Throw one of those motherfuckers when they were younger in it. You'll be fine. Yeah,
like it was like that's kind of how it felt. It was like I felt like, especially in the beginning, like it was made for someone like a young Leo, like a young.
Because look at how our brains are wired, right? You see a big nigga like The Rock, you're not immediately thinking love interest. You're thinking this is barbarian man.
Not even that.
Wait, hold. Let me get there, because this is a problem I have with some movies.
Okay.
With some movies, not all movies. You got...
We'll see if we get into argument over this.
You got, like, the charming character.
Yes.
Right? For Idris Elba. Perfect example. He's like the perfect middle between an average guy and these really buff barbarian looking niggas and charming.
All right.
You can see Idris Elba killing it, whether it's on the battlefield, in a courtroom, or in any type of setting where he has to talk or use his hands.
Right.
Because he fits the physical mold that we have in our brain.
Right.
You see motherfuckers like Arnold Schwarzenegger, The Rock, you're like, oh, those are the barbarians of the human race.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, these are the Vikings. These are the motherfuckers that we send out to fight in battle and gather shit for us.
Okay.
Those are those guys. Sure, they want a fine, good-looking woman. Good for you. But you don't immediately think the best woman is for them. You immediately think the most beautiful is for them. Because we think barbarians think like barbarians. Ooh, it's shiny. Ooh, pretty. Ooh, food. Look big. That's it. We don't expect them to really be able to do thought-provoking things or be charming all the time. It's kind of a big left turn. For example, seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator, why'd it work? He's a big barbarian-looking nigga. It's perfect. He has to be emotionless and kill people. That's fine. We can see that working. Watching that motherfucker try to be super charming never has worked out. And it's not because of his... That is not true. His accent. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That is not true.
Yes, it is.
That is not true at all.
Yes, it is.
What are you talking about?
Him being very
Arnold
charming?
Schwarzenegger being charming? Yes, that we've seen that plenty of times.
What I mean by it didn't work out, I don't mean for him or in the movie. I mean, if you would have had anyone else who's a normal, charming person, it probably would have been better.
No. I disagree wholeheartedly. One, because I already have a problem with that. Because you're talking about like, oh, when we see this, all we expected. That wasn't the thing. Because I can see The Rock as a romantic interest. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the way it was literally written was like they didn't have The Rock in mind.
Well, if the reason I said, look at most of The Rock's love interests in the movies he's been in. It shit doesn't look like it should fit.
That's not. I mean, I've believed it before. I've believed it before. I'm just saying for this specific movie. And saying though, Arnold Schwarzenegger, nigga, I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know which one was it. It was what was the one where he's trying to get the toy for his kid? What was that one? Schwarzenegger movies. What was I forget? Which was it? Dang it. Jingle All the Way. That one.
No, I definitely didn't see that one.
I know you didn't see that one, but he was a father who was trying to get that's a classic movie.
Jingle All the Way?
Jingle All the Way. That is a classic movie. Or I saw one, I skipped through Twins with Danny DeVito. He was very likable in it. Like, so it's not. I am a little bit resentful, maybe because I'm a little bit bigger, but I'm a little bit resentful of when people go, oh, they go off of, oh, I see. If people see someone like you, then they will think this. I think that's bull. I think that's bull because that's the same type of logic Hollywood uses to be like, oh, if they see a black person as the lead in a movie, then that movie won't sell because they think black movies don't sell. But they do because blaxploitation literally in the 70s saved Hollywood single-handedly, right? Or they go, or they do the same thing with like any minority really. It's like whether it's Asian, they're like, oh, if this Asian movie don't sell, then all of a sudden it's like, oh, Asian, it doesn't sell. No, because there's 10,000 different movies where there's been a white male lead and it doesn't sell well, but they continue to make white male leads.
Well, there's more white people. Because I know that there's actually a starting argument in Hollywood where there's not enough Asian roles for Asian actors. Mm-hmm. But the problem is a lot of these movies are written for white actors because we have mainly white people in this country.
Correct, except when they
and Asian stories don't appeal to white people. They don't appeal to Hispanic people. They don't appeal to black people. They appeal to Asian people.
And that's bull.
Depending on the story.
No, but that's bull. I call bull on that.
No, I'm not saying that's how I feel. I'm saying that's the narrative that's being talked about.
Exactly, but that's exactly my point. Is they say, oh, that doesn't appeal, that won't sell well, that doesn't appeal. One, Asians, nigga, they're not worried about just America.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Why do you
Asian market makes them way more money than we do?
Exactly. So they're not just worried about America. That's kind of one of the reasons why. Excuse me. When it comes to when you saw Transformers was in China randomly.
Yeah, because it didn't do good out here.
Yeah. I mean, no. But
the first three did good out here.
It did okay over here, but it did better over there.
Overseas for sure.
Yeah, it did better over there. Or like I said, like in the Transformers, when the Transformers went to China just randomly, that was because they wanted the Chinese market, right? Or with the new live action Mulan. They wanted the Chinese market.
I can't even say anything. I didn't watch it because I heard of so much that they changed. Because I was going to say, look at Mulan, not even the live action one. We love the story of Mulan.
Correct. But
we love that little Asian girl. Give me more.
But now they pander to the Chinese market now. They pander way more to the Chinese market now.
They own us, but we still won't make their films. Crazy Rich Asians did so fucking well.
Exactly.
That movie did really good, and I watched it. It was actually really good.
It was a really good movie.
It was really good.
But here's the thing, but that's kind of my point: is they will do Asian movies because there's a market, but they say black movies won't sell, and then Black Panther comes out and does billions.
Yo, honestly,
billions.
There's way better movies that have been coming out in the past 5 years of lead black roles or black movies as opposed to the opposite. Mm-hmm. You saw Black Klansman. Sorry to bother you. Like you just do a whole list. It's like, God damn, these niggas don't miss. Comedy, we got it.
Yeah.
Action, we've got it.
Yeah.
You want suspense? We've got it. You want thriller? We've got it.
Yep.
What the fuck was Get Out?
Yep.
You want any category?
Yep.
We've done it.
Yep. Especially since Will Smith was literally the biggest Hollywood, like the biggest actor in the world for a while.
Yeah,
for at least 10 years straight.
That's always a trend, though. The biggest actors of that time, you'll just see them.
No, I agree, but that was a huge narrative where they're like, oh, black lead won't sell, whatever. So I get. So when someone brings up like, oh, because he is a certain body size or archetype or like whatever, then he can only do this role. I resist that because that's not true. It's not true. Like I just proved with that. Jingle All the Way is a classic movie. It's a classic movie. Twins is a classic movie. That is one of his better known films.
Really?
Yeah,
I haven't seen either of those. I've seen a lot of Arnold Schwarzenegger, but never those. Well, probably
because he is a huge action star.
Oh, for sure.
That is never to be doubted. However, he done but Twins, Jingle All the Way.
I think it was Arnold Schwarzenegger who told Will Smith, because I'm pretty sure I remember the story where he told him, "You want to know where all the love and money is? Go overseas."
Yeah, or
if you go overseas, you'll get way more than you will here.
Yeah, Kindergarten Cop.
Yes, I remember that one for sure.
Kindergarten Cop, like that was a family movie. Like
those are family movies, but he played the big oaf in that movie.
He played the big oaf, or he played the likable guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he played the dude.
But that's also
that's out of his archetype. He wasn't he wasn't Conan the Barbarian the whole time.
That's my problem though. It's if you're big, unfortunately in Hollywood, you're either gonna get the action star role or the big clumsy guy.
Right.
That's it. You're gonna get clumsy and stupid or a freaking star. That's it. You're not gonna get anything else.
Correct. But here's my thing is, especially when I say that I feel like this role wasn't written for The Rock in Jungle Cruise. It wasn't because his body didn't fit the type. It literally was that the way they set it up felt like they had somebody else in mind. But as it kept going, then more Rockisms comes. Like as production kept going.
Oh, so it's like midway through, they're like, all right, fuck it, we're just gonna add The Rock and just add some shit.
You can just see the progression where it just like when he was fighting his leopard.
Maybe Jason Statham.
No, definitely not Jason Statham. Definitely not Jason Statham. Definitely. no, it was definitely not.
I love Jason Statham.
I love me some.
He's just the star. Those movies make no sense.
Yeah, no, I love me some Jason Statham movies too because just ass is about to be kicked.
I love those martial arts movies because when I really, really think about the story, I'm like, nah, this shit don't make no sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless it's about those based on a true story.
Yeah.
But all the other ones, I'm like, this shit would never happen.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, I don't. When it's distract me with flashing lights. Don't. You know what I'm saying? Distract me with all those flashing lights. Don't just.
That's why those movies have been getting better because they realized, you know what? These people don't really expect a good story out of us.
I don't.
They just want really good fighting.
No, I don't.
Yeah, let's just focus more on that.
Especially. Oh, okay. I'll give you even another example. There's a movie I want to see. I kind of want to see it because I've heard rave reviews about it. It's called The Green Knight.
Yes. Yes. The
Green Knight.
Yes, I want to go see it so badly.
I heard nothing but good things about The Green Knight.
I saw half the trailer and decided I wanted to watch it.
Yeah, I've seen nothing but good things about The Green Knight. And it's based off of King Arthur mythology. And I love King Arthur mythology.
Really?
Yeah, I love King Arthur mythology. Which is English, but the main character is an Indian dude.
Oh, wow.
It's Dave Patel, the dude from Slumdog Millionaire.
Him? He's the main actor?
He is the main actor. He's in the trailer. Did you not watch the trailer, Nikki?
Well, to be honest, like I said, I watched half the trailer. Just don't know which half it was.
I'm assuming the first.
Like I said, don't know which half it was.
Nigga, you skipped to the middle of a trailer?
No, I didn't watch it on my own volition. I was like glancing at somebody else's show. What the fuck is that?
Oh, gotcha.
Green Knight. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch that. And I keep seeing it everywhere.
Yeah. So like he is an Indian dude. And if we go by because he's an Indian dude, he can only play the nerdy dude, or he can only play a mathematician, or he can only play a scientist.
Right.
But no, I hear he kills it in this. And as the actor, I know he's a very talented actor, and a lot of his roles, he's been very likable, very charming. So yeah, I don't subscribe to, because it's acting. You get to act however you want. I don't subscribe to one archetype fits in only one thing. I get it because Hollywood wants to make money or whatever, so they try to find the reasons for said thing. I get that. However, I'm not gonna sit here and be, I don't know, reduced to a single role, especially when I can do so many different things. You know, that's how I feel. You know, and that's how they say about like women roles. Like one thing, because you know. We be crapping on women sometimes, but like one thing.
I love the fuck out of women.
I know, but like one thing for women roles, and I don't want to get like when it comes to a movie like the new Star Wars sequel with Rey, I don't like her not because she's a woman, but because there was no progression of her powers. She just came out powerful.
Yeah, for me, it's not that I don't like her. I just don't like the way they did her character.
Yeah, it has nothing. Like I like
I like Daisy Ridley. I thought she acted the best she could
with what she was given.
With what she was given,
100%.
I thought she was honestly. I didn't think about anybody else. I'm like, this is just her.
Yeah,
that's it. I like her as her.
Yeah.
I liked Finn. I liked the characters. I just didn't fucking like the writing.
Exactly.
The story was
and I think that's the thing is people mistake for some reason Hollywood has in their mind that a strong woman is somebody who is powerful with no flaws. They are powerful without any struggle. That they are just that way, and that is not good storytelling. It's not good storytelling.
I think that's why black movies do well with their women leads.
Because they're strong women, and because struggle is almost inherent in any black movie.
Yeah.
Struggle is
especially within a black woman.
Yeah, especially within a black woman, it's almost inherent. Like you can't get away with not.
Yeah, so it's like for them, they're like, I can't write this story without showing this.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense because that's just a part of this strength. You see this strong black woman, it's because of this.
Yeah, it's because she went through things in her life.
Yeah,
which is where strength come from, right? I don't think I've ever liked a strong male lead, and he's been perfect. I don't remember the last time I've liked a male. Like I can't think of one male lead that's perfect, and I like them.
When you say perfect,
like he has
the character,
like he has power. He has power, and he got the power without any struggle, and he has that power throughout the entire movie. It's not taken away from him or nothing.
For me, Brad Pitt with Achilles.
But he went through things.
No, he just gets killed in the end. That's it. That's the only thing he went through. Everything else was a guaranteed win for him as a fighter, basically.
Correct, but he has a story. He has like a character arc.
When you say character arc in Troy, there was no like he developed to get to where he was. It was
no,
just,
but
the opening scene is this motherfucker not going to battle, and they had to send somebody to get him because none of their men wanted to fight the enemy's strongest man.
But he has an emotional journey, is what I'm saying. Yes, with
the love interest, yeah.
He has an emotional journey, and that's the thing is like for these strong women, they don't have any flaw. Like they how they start is how they end. Captain Marvel, for example.
Got you.
I don't like she made a realization. She got her memories back in Captain Marvel, but nothing about her really changed. I can't think of anything that changed. I can't think of any guy who like you can have all these all powerful like powers. That's whatever. But if you don't go through at least an emotional journey, and you have these all powers, and like you don't have.
Can you say that about any movie though, where there isn't some type of emotional journey?
I don't think Rey went through any emotional journey. She came out powerful.
No, that's what I mean. Irregardless of power, though. Can you say that about just any movie though? Irregardless of power.
What do you mean?
If it didn't have any emotional development, did you still consider it a good movie?
But that's exactly my point. Is there's a trend in Hollywood where they can't have a strong woman without her having no flaws, already being super powerful and being right from the beginning and don't have to grow as a person.
Oh, okay, I got you. I was misunderstanding.
It's like this weird trend. I don't understand it.
I don't know, because I don't see that when it comes to black movies being released in Hollywood with female roles, because it's just like, I bet you it just doesn't make any sense to them.
No.
That's the purpose. Literally every single black movie, I don't care if it's horror, thriller, funny or not. Well, a lot of them, to be honest. Some of the Tyler Perry movies ain't that funny. No. They used to be.
Yeah.
But there's always some type of progression. Yeah. Always.
Yeah. Some type. And that's exactly my point, is there needs to be some type of struggle, whether it is physically, like you have to physically overcome something, or emotionally, where this person needs to emotionally overcome something.
A good, actually, movie that came out, I watched it on Netflix. It's just female leads, Gunpowder Milkshake.
I heard about that.
Because you know how in Hollywood, I would say within maybe the past 5 years, we've been seeing a huge trend of female spy movies.
Yeah.
And it's like that, follows that. And you've got the lady who was the queen in Black Panther.
Okay.
You have Cersei Lannister as the main character's mother. The main character is Nebula.
Right.
Her. And then you have this other girl. I forgot where she was from. But if there's one thing I could say about the woman from Black Panther, she got the fuck out of anything.
Come on.
You know I can't remember her name. I'm not very good with names.
I'm gonna get my black card's gonna be revoked if I don't remember this woman's name.
I'm just not good with names.
I know you're not, but like.
But everything I've ever seen her act in, or oh gosh, I can't remember this other woman's name too. She was in Empire and so many other movies.
Taraji P.
Henson, and Queen Latifah. Mm-hmm. There's one thing you always see in movies they're in, period, is some type of emotional development. Mm-hmm. Some type. Even if it's not you learn about their backstory, while they're talking to another character, you're like, damn, you must have went through some shit because of the way you're talking. Yeah. The way you're giving that advice. You're really talking from someplace. Mm-hmm. You don't really see that in a lot of these other movies where it's, like you said, female role, where they're not experiencing any of these tragedies, where they're just good. Or the other supporting character is the one who goes through the emotional whatever that you're more attached than, as opposed to the main role. Yeah.
Like, Finn was way more interesting than Ray was.
Oh, yeah.
Way more interesting.
And they did him no justice.
Dirty. They did my nigga dirty.
Called him for a sensitive. Gave him a lightsaber and said, that's it. We gonna tease you, little boy.
Yeah, dirty. They did my nigga dirty.
They say, you a house nigga, boy.
Yeah, they did my nigga dirty. It was my man's, what's the actor's name for Finn? Damn. Oh, my black card.
John Boyega.
John Boyega, thank you.
Yeah.
My nigga John Boyega, even after the movie came out, my man's Loki was dogging it. That was funny as
after the third one? Yeah. I heard a lot of them they were all like, yeah, no.
Yeah, he was like, bro, it was a travesty, man. It was a travesty, bruv. A travesty, bruv.
I swear, bruv, I had no part in this.
There's no part in this, bruv. Man, them don't know what they doing, bruv.
Bad man, them don't know what they
don't know what they're doing, bruv. Mental there. Mental in it.
I swear I tried speaking to the director. He's a fucking idiot.
Bruv, look me in my eye, bruv.
Bruv, look me square in my eyes.
Said, are you mad?
I looked at myself.
Are you mad, bruv?
Mental, bruv.
Are you mental, bruv?
He said, look at this shit right here.
Bruv, are you mad, bruv?
You want me to have my name on this?
Bruh, the movie ain't good in it. It ain't good in it. Man, them looked me in the eye, bruv. He looked at me. He said, you gonna act this out, bruv? I said, Brohim.
Yo, you think that's bad? We're saying this. You know what every other race can say about Americans?
What?
What's up, fuckers? Why'd you take my phone? Because fuck you, that's why.
Oh, yeah, no, whenever someone does a pretend American accent...
It's always some hick shit.
Not only that, but it's always like, they're really hard, because over there...
I fucked my sister, bro!
Yeah, over there, they have really trouble with the ERs. So, like, saying ear... So, they're always like, hey, like, it never, like... He's like, I'm getting better... Water.
Oh yeah, they don't. I don't know why.
Water.
Can I have some more?
Can I have a bottle of water?
Can I have a bottle of water, please?
Can I have a bottle of water, please?
Oh my god.
Bottle of water.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, bro. We love making fun of like the countries love making fun of us, but we love making fun of them.
Bro, because every country in the world, that's all they have to say is, I fucked my cousin.
Yeah, that's all they got to say. Just because of one state ruined it for the rest of us.
One state?
Alabama. That's the only one we claim. We don't say it. Don't tell them nothing else.
Man, they got a whole India, bro. They got a whole India. Don't tell them nothing about the states. What? India still do that shit.
Nigga, don't tell them nothing. Nigga, don't tell them.
Hey, yo, for all you motherfuckers who work for an Indian man who talk a lot of shit, because, you know, Indian niggas, they just angry all the goddamn time. They don't do no physical sports. They ain't got shit to let that anger out on.
They do cricket.
They in the IT, okay? So all they have to do to let out their anger besides yell at their wife or try to beat her, because that shit ain't gonna work on no fucking Spanish woman, I tell you that.
Yeah, it won't.
On no black woman, they got that specifically with their cousin. Because because they know their family gonna disgrace her.
Nigga,
so she gonna take
wait,
that
wait.
shit.
Did you hear about the story where
Wait, hold on. I gotta go back to telling these motherfuckers how to insult their bosses.
No, hold up. Wait, did you hear about
this?
this?
Must be better.
Did you hear the story about this nigga was at his wedding? It was an Indian wedding. This dude was at his wedding, about to marry his wife, right? She dies of a heart attack. He has to marry her sister on the spot. Yeah, nigga, I told you this was better. I told you.
Wait, what do you mean by has to?
The sister had to marry because it was like they were like, there's gonna be a wedding today. So,
Oh shit!
they're like there's gonna be they wouldn't like legitimate. He was there.
Was the guy the one saying it? Like,
I have
who
no
was
idea.
saying it?
I have no idea.
I want to see this video,
Bro, I don't know if there's a video, but like it was an article that was reported where it was like his wife to be had a heart attack during the wedding, and so he married her sister. Like she had a heart attack and died, and so he married her sister. Bro,
all I thought to myself was Jacob would have been so happy. Jacob would have been like, "This is exactly what I wanted." You tried to trick me, and karma got you, bitch. Jacob would have been like, "Hey, yo, man, God is good. Come on, Rachel."
oh my god, yo, bro. When I heard that story, I thought that was a wild
crazy.
thing.
I'm like, damn, somebody getting fucked tonight.
He said someone getting married. Like I feel like
I paid for this shit.
I think it was his family. I think it was mostly his family because the family is heavily involved in the.
Oh yeah.
So I think
my little brother, when he was in like 3rd grade,
right.
Some of his classmates, not one, not two, but like it was like more than 3 or 4. Their parents were cousins. So I'm like, that shit ain't old. That shit's still here. And these little kids be raised where that's okay in their family. Not in other people's families, though. But in their family, yeah.
Listen, it's just too close.
I told my brother, I said, look, if any of them piss you off, just tell them, hey, ain't your daddy and your mama like brother and sister or something? Ain't your uncle and aunt your parents?
Yeah, I can't do that. Like, it's too close. Like like have you ever?
He's like,
like have you seen? Like
my family looked like me. I couldn't do it.
Nick, that's what I'm saying.
I definitely couldn't do it. They look like me.
Like I have to look at I grew up with my first cousins.
Yeah.
I called them cousin.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
And you began forced to do that over there.
Nick,
You get forced. It's like, yeah, you know your little cousin you grew up playing with? Huh? Yeah? You be playing with them too as an adult. Y'all had some good chemistry as kids. That's what we saw.
I can't.
That's exactly what we saw. Because we some dirty ass adults.
Why would you do that?
Kids who are innocent, who are family. Oh no, we gonna make them fuck each other.
Listen,
that blood gonna be pure, bitch. Ain't nobody gonna inherit my hard-earned money, nigga.
I just don't understand how you can have a child.
You gonna fuck your cousin and you gonna like it.
You can have a child.
It's gonna be the cousin I picked too.
Look at them as they're 5 years old and be like,
that's who you fucking.
I'm gonna marry you off. I just can't.
I can't understand that as a man, as a father, to do that to his daughter. I could never understand.
I can't understand that as a parent. Period. Like how you gonna look at?
No, not as a parent. I'm not a parent. Just as a person, I couldn't get it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But you said as a father, so I said as a in general.
Right. I was tripping then. I'm just trying to be an asshole.
Like even as like, just like I don't get how you could look at your adolescent child.
For me, it's just I couldn't look at my daughter. My son maybe, but not my daughter.
Your prepubescent child.
Oh no.
And just be like, oh, I already got who you're gonna marry lined up. I'm marrying you off.
Yeah, they do that. They do that for the greater good. It's got nothing to do with you. It's like your life ain't about you, little nigga. It's greater than that.
I could.
It's about peace between lands.
I couldn't do it.
No, 100% you could. I promise you.
I couldn't do it.
If a fucking army of 100,000 motherfuckers was outside with a neighboring land, and you and that king decided, look, I'm tired of being at war. My father was at war with your father, his father before him, and his father before him. Let's just squash this. We can actually help each other out. We could trade between each other. I don't have to have poor people over here. You don't have to have poor people over there. I have things you need. You have things I need.
But I feel like that can be...
Let's marry our children so that there can be peace between our land. I could see it in that way.
But I feel like there could be other ways. Like there's peace between America and Britain, but not because the president sent his daughter to be married to the prime minister's son. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if we did that...
Like, I feel like that's an antiquated thing.
That's a very... the reason why I think they did that is because there's pretty much no agreement stronger than that you could do is my son or my daughter is going to be marrying you. If my kid get killed by one of yours, you already know what's going to happen. But if yours get killed by one of mine, you already know what's going to happen.
But that's the thing.
But nothing's going to happen.
But that's the thing.
So there's no reason for us to be at war.
I don't think agreements are stronger than they were back then. But we can do without it. I don't think agreements between... It's just a piece of paper. If you really want to break it down, it's just a piece of paper that says we're like, oh, we're going to be cool.
Not even that, because even when countries historically did that, it still didn't work out all the time.
But that's exactly my point. So it's like, it's not like...
No, but that's what I'm saying. I could only see it in that aspect. That's the only aspect where marrying my child off, like, but pointing for them. This is who you're going to marry when you're 18 or 20. That's the only aspect where I would think about it. Where I'd be like, maybe.
No, because there's other ways. And we've already proven that there's other ways.
Of negotiation, yeah.
But that's exactly my point.
No, but we're not talking about negotiation. We're talking about marrying children off.
But you said the only way you would see it is if for like peace of the land. Yeah. There's other ways of getting that peace.
Oh, 100%. Yeah,
but that's exactly that's 100% my point. Is that there's so many different ways of getting that peace. I don't see it why I would have to marry.
Oh, I don't know why the fuck Indian people do that shit today. I really don't. I'm like, it's your same family. Y'all just got beef. If y'all got beef and you're gonna marry the beef, you think it's gonna get better? It's gonna get worse.
Yeah, it's not like they're doing it with Pakistan and nothing. They hate them niggas.
Yeah, no, they're not doing that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, they hate them niggas.
Maybe that's why they're so angry. They're not fucking the people they're angry at.
What, you want the world to just be one big orgy or something?
One big interracial marriage, yeah. Yeah, fucking why not?
Something's wrong with you.
No, I'm dead ass.
I know you did ass. And so that's why something's wrong with you. I know you did ass. That's why something is wrong.
I'm serious.
I know you are. That's why something's wrong.
A lot of couples that last don't like each other, but they love each other. But they don't like each other, but they love each other.
You need to break down the difference for people who don't
Between
know.
like and love? Oh, that's pathetic. Yeah, but let me do that because I forget who our potential audience may be, the world.
You got to pretend like there's a third person here and they don't know anything. That's how you... That's the audience. There's a third person here and they don't know a damn thing.
I'd like to pretend that they know what like means. All right, but like and love.
Some people don't.
Because motherfuckers don't even learn this when they get married.
Exactly. That's exactly my point.
Because they got so stuck liking one individual and don't want to be alone, and their family likes them. Mm-hmm. So they decide, you know what? I'll just make it work. Mm-hmm. And then they realize shit didn't work out once they had a kid with that person. Because that's when you really fucking learn if you actually wanted to be with that person or not, is when you have a kid with them. Because if you can think of a life of with your children and without the other person, you probably really didn't love them that much. If even that thought comes across as like, damn, I don't think you really love that person.
That's crazy.
Because it's like, now that they've given me this, another attachment for me to hold on to, I don't have to worry about them leaving anymore because something else fills that role.
Yeah, I'm going to sit back as you explain the difference between like and love. I'm going to just... Go ahead.
That's perfect. I'm not even going to get into the whole, because a lot of people, for whatever reason, want to get super philosophical and go, in the Greek, there's 3 kinds of love. And as me being a Greek, I can sit there and just listen to them and go, you people explaining it are full of shit. You want to know why? Because you'll never fucking practice it. The whole purpose of differentiating love in 4 ways, I don't remember the 4th one because it's specifically used for elderly people. There's 3. There's erotas, when you're fucking. That's why people say, oh, I love you. Mm-hmm. In that moment, they definitely love that person. Don't get it twisted. It's just a different form of love that they're able to express. And then you have philos, or philia, which is friendly, brotherly love. It's a love that you only have with a friend. My love for you...
Philadelphia.
Exactly, the city of brotherly love.
Exactly.
My love for you, completely different from my love for my father, or my love for my mom, or my sister. Mm-hmm. But my love for you is also very different than my love for a stranger, or my love for a casual friend.
Correct.
Very different, because you're like a brother to me.
Or a significant other.
Exactly.
Right.
Then you have agape. Not agape, you fucking American twats. And you English motherfuckers, I'm talking to you too, you fucking muffin top bitch. Now, I just hate, I gotta go out. I hate when people say that shit wrong. It's not that different.
Muffin top?
Muffin top, yeah. The motherfuckers like muffins, and the bitches who fucking stand in front of the castle for the queen. They got that little big ass muffin top. I don't know what to call it.
It's a hat?
They muffin top. Then you have agape, which is the sacrificial love. It's the love that you would only do for someone you're willing to sacrifice for. And what does sacrifice mean? It's not just fucking die for. Sacrifice your time, your energy, fucking biting your tongue. Because that's a huge sacrifice. Is when someone says some shit to you and you're like, oh, motherfucker, you don't even know. I can make you cry right now. And you bite that. That's a sacrifice. It takes sacrifice to do that. It takes sacrifice to be humble. That's why biblically it says, what is love? Love is patient.
Baby, don't hurt me.
Love is patient. Love is kind.
Don't hurt me. No more.
Love hopes all things, endures all things. That's a big one. Endures all things.
What is love?
Ugh, bro. When motherfuckers sit up there on that fucking pulpit and they say, I'm till death do us part.
Better or for worse?
Better or for worse. I'm like, I don't think you
sickness and
fucking
health.
know what love means. Because that's exactly what love means. What most of these motherfuckers have is like. Most marriages, why it's all 50%, that means that 50% was not love. That was like. In that moment, I thought I loved you. But truthfully, I liked you. I've had that where I thought I loved somebody and then I reassessed it and I'm like, no, there are a lot of things I loved about them. I liked them, but I didn't love them. I just loved things about them. That's a big difference. Do you love the person? You really need to take more time before you use that word with somebody. When you like somebody, I've got plenty of friends that I've had for years. I mean, 6 years, and I still like them. I don't love them, though.
Are they friends, though?
They're acquaintances.
Exactly.
That's the difference, and that's why I like them.
Yeah, that's why I would say they wouldn't be friends, they'd be acquaintances.
Yeah, and that's also something we should differentiate, is that word, too, is friend and acquaintance, just like and love.
Yes.
I've got plenty of people I've got as acquaintances. I don't have a lot of friends. I got plenty of people I like. I don't love everybody. I have a human love, but a love for that person, I don't have for a lot of people.
I'm going to be real. I have not a lot of friends, but also I have not a lot of acquaintances.
I like to talk to people. I just love stories.
No, I know that,
Yeah.
but I just like I can't think of acquaintances because I feel like acquaintances are at least people that you interact with sometimes.
I make that a habit of myself, though.
You know, I don't know. I have no idea who I would even, So I feel like I don't have a lot of acquaintances, and I don't have a lot of friends, which I'm fine with, at least for now. I would like to build the acquaintances part, I guess. I think people having acquaintances is good.
We can go hang out places and meet some people.
Like where?
Anywhere. Just talk to strangers randomly.
That sounds exhausting.
It's not. It really isn't.
It sounds like my nightmare, honestly.
You want to know how you really know if you actually care about doing that?
How?
Don't use your phone or a laptop for a week. If you can't make yourself want to go talk to a stranger, you probably don't ever need to live your life with having acquaintances. You're just perfect. Your brain is just wired to be comfortable with who you have.
Wait, don't go on my phone or laptop for a week?
Oh, shit, no, we need you to do the podcast. Never mind, I guess that could never happen.
Yeah, man, I gotta edit everything.
Once we hire somebody to get this shit done.
Yeah, and I do because I've done a break from social media.
Not even just social media, I mean your phone.
Like, just throw it away, and
Yeah.
That's
going to be difficult. You're going to have to talk to your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's essential.
Yeah,
that's essential.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do it when I'm married, so I at least see her.
You know what? Since we started this conversation, real quick, people need to learn how to be happy to be single.
Oh, okay.
Since we're on the like and love,
Okay.
They need to learn how to love them first, and not the whole love you as in, yes, right, I'm going to buy myself whatever I want. No, that's not loving you.
Right.
Like, you have to learn to love you. You have to learn to love your fuck-ups. You have to learn to say, you know what? Through everything I've done, I still love me. It's very important to accept your regrets. I don't believe when people say I have no regrets. I'm like, I don't believe you. If you've accepted those things, that's different. If you've forgiven yourself, that's different. But I just don't believe when people say I have absolutely no regrets. Because there's plenty of things I regret in my life, but I wouldn't do it over. I'm like, I got here. I love me. very grateful for the person I am, especially of all the dumb shit I've done, of all the crazy things I've been through, and how I probably couldn't have been here. There were a lot of chances.
Yeah, there's a few times where it was iffy.
Yeah. And I'm like, nah, I wouldn't take that shit back. Do I regret it? Yeah. Life would have been easier. But I don't want to take that shit back.
Right.
I wouldn't be me. I don't know who I'd be. Maybe happier, maybe more money, maybe different, maybe an asshole.
Probably all of the above.
All of the above, right?
All of the above.
But I have those regrets.
Yes.
You need to learning how to love you is accept those regrets. Accept that shit first. Yeah. Accept all the baggage that you have in your head that you kick down deep. You're like, you know what? Maybe if I just do this, it'll outshine that.
Yeah. And go to therapy.
That's a huge one.
Yeah, a lot of y'all niggas need therapy, but think like y'all don't, and it's stupid. And you do.
Yeah.
You do.
As from one dude who's from the hood, I gotta be honest with you guys. It's not a pussy thing. It really isn't. Because I grew up thinking that. I'm like, people who are in therapy, y'all pussies. Yeah. Y'all going through some small shit. Y'all know what real shit is to go through.
Yeah, y'all don't know shit about this, nigga.
But that's the thing, right? Is even if they don't know shit, the motherfuckers who haven't been through shit and gone through therapy, then you definitely need therapy.
Yes.
That's what niggas need to understand is, bro, your life would change.
I agree.
For the better, not for the worse.
I agree.
Because that's the first step mentally. How your brain will be able to assess steps is through consistency. And if you start with being consistent and talking about and addressing your emotions and feelings, you'll be able to see consistency in every other aspect of your life. Because you have to start with the innermost thing first. And what's more inner than your brain, than your emotions?
Bada bing.
Finances, all that other shit that's outer. That'll work later. That's like asking somebody, well, what are you doing? Oh, well, I'm doing nothing. Oh, well, why are you doing nothing? Oh, well, I don't feel like doing nothing.
I'm doing nothing.
I'm tired.
I don't want to do nothing.
I'm tired.
I'm tired.
You know what I mean?
I'm also hungry.
You're hungry?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to know if you're going to hear it later on the recording when you listen to this shit or if they hear it, but my stomach was doing some crazy shit earlier. I'm starving.
Yeah, we can get food off of that.
I bet.
Yeah, on that note, we're going to actually skedaddle, y'all. We appreciate y'all listening. You can follow us on everywhere, the Gunches. That's us everywhere. For our TikTok, I'm trying to figure that out, y'all. I'm trying to figure that out. I promise y'all, we gonna get it done. You can follow Petros mostly just on Instagram, Life of Petros, and you can follow me, Reese Xander. That is Reese EES, and that is XANDER, and that is _ for the Instagram. All right, y'all. Deuces.
I'm gonna end it with this.
All right.
You're not getting no fucking husband, bitch.
They're thinking in their mind, oh, what a dangerous game.